Sup, bitches! I had no clue how to start today's stream, so I was like, what do I do? And yeah, you can thank these 4 lovely people. We are down to James tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully he'll be back with us again soon, but we don't know yet. Let's just carry on with the session as normal, and I'll take over for Vorag, and then we'll go from there. As for announcements, I'm going to let you, Steph, go with the one for our lovely sponsor.
We are, as always, so excited and proud to announce that we are sponsored by Warrior Prints 3D, which is your one-stop shop for anything 3D printed. It's not Dynatech, but it comes pretty close. From cosplay items, tabletop terrain and miniatures to anything that you could need printing. Check out Warrior Prints 3D on their Instagram @WarriorPrints3D and on their Etsy store, warriorprints3d.etsy.com. And you can use the permanent code to the stars for a 10% discount. That's to the stars, or one word, for a 10% discount. Ooh, thanks, Ian.
I mean, wow. Yeah. I mean, thank you, Steph.
Corporate slave.
So much.
Hashtag corporate.
I was like, yeah, you know when like you get like, right, I got you to this so I can do something else, and I just stopped doing what I was doing, and I was just like, right, I'm going to listen to that. Yeah, thank you to Warrior Prince Reader, you are amazing. Richard is the kindest guy. And
Ian.
I've had cheese. I've had a long cheese.
Funny.
No, he is genuinely the nicest guy, and I think I get to do a show with him on Thursday. Plug, Painting of the Monster Manual, episode 25, 6 or something this Thursday. We're doing the show. But he's awesome, and yeah, apart from that, I don't think there's any more announcements. Obviously, the Cornwall Critters, I will point out, has the Wintercrest Ball this
Saturday
the 16th.
Yeah, at 7 o'clock at Game On Cornwall in Penzance.
And what is the dress code?
It is fantasy formal, so whack out your Ren Fair-esque garbs, anything sequiny, tuxes, put on some tiefling horns, hooves, whatever you want to come in. Fancying it up, and yeah, we are raising money for the True Butterflies Foundation, an amazing Cornwall-based charity who help children who have been in situations with domestic violence. They do absolutely incredible work. Be sure to check them out, regardless of whether you are, local or not. They are absolutely incredible. But yeah, we will be taking donations for them this Saturday the 16th, 7 o'clock.
And I will point out as well that those donors, don't do them here on this channel, because they'll just come to our pocket and we'll buy cameras with them. That's an on the door at the event thing. That's got nothing to do with muggins here, so don't give me money, give it to them. Go to the event, throw it their way, go find the charity True Butterflies, give it to them, because it's Christmas.
Each Christmas.
Yeah, exactly. But I think apart from that, there aren't actually any more.
It's fine.
Don't worry about it.
Forget about it.
That's what I was trying to do.
I don't think there are any more announcements for today. And that being the case, let's go ahead and roll into the opening credits. And we're back. After 13 days traversing the drift, the recently formed crew were ready to make the jump from drift space back to near space when they were attacked by 3 Death's Head necrogliders, some interceptors usually associated with the corpse fleet. After a short space battle where these interceptors easily outmaneuvered and outgunned the recently named SS.Joan, the new crew, who didn't know where each other's comfort zones are, begin to pull against each other. Kaz, the ship's engineer, decides to hit the emergency accelerator, shutting down all systems, making them vulnerable for a short spell of time, and then giving them enough energy to speed away from these super-fast interceptors without being followed. The crew, some happy to be away from the fight, some unhappy that they had, in their eyes, run, have had to have a moment to question where their lines are and how far they are all willing to push in a fight before running. During the combat, when taking damage, a Dynatech automated vacuum employee, commonly referred to as a Dave, had begun cleaning up the debris, surprising the crew to their presence. And with another day on their hands, Skelkin Shaw gives Vorag their prized book to distract them from their rage and upset of having run from the fight beforehand. In reading this book, a few things fall into place for both Vorag and Skelkin. What is here? The majority of the crew take time to throw some tagged curling stones into the drift before taking the SS.Joan out of the drift and into the Dak-Chi system. And that is where we're going to begin today. Part of this journey has now come to fruition and you've made it to the Dak-Chi system. The star at the heart of the Dak-Chi system glows a dull red, like the last coal on a fire. There are 5 planets in this system, and a brief scan by Kalitz confirms that this is in fact the Dak-Chi system, and that these planets already have been named since their discovery, but nothing properly explored. The closest planet to you is Mordengi, a small, dark planet furthest away from its star. The next, a larger planet called Gord, which has a sizable moon orbiting it. Terion Desh is the mid-planet. Not quite a full sphere that you can make out on the scanners at this part. Some of it is missing. Avel sits as the second closest to the star in this system. And then Zoi, closest to the core, glows red, just like the star it orbits. I hand over to you, the players. What would you like to do?
Thank God we're out of that drift, eh?
Oh, yeah, it was getting a little bit monotonous there, wasn't it? Well, this is lovely.
We've gone from purples and blacks to a sort of dull red.
Yes.
It's quite nice, actually. I mean, it's horrible as well, because in probably about 1,000 years this all will die. Oh well, better map it now.
Okay.
Do we know roughly where in this system the last ping was from your chums?
Oh. I wrote down like a few notes here. It was the bloke's name Captain Orion Ordana.
That was the name of the captain for the
captain.
starship, the Zephyr Horizon.
I've got... Yes, that's the Zephyr Horizon is the name of the ship.
Yes.
Right? Okay, cool. Casey Cato.
The name of the Dynatech Industries cartographer that went with them.
Okay. That's all I got.
Do we know roughly from any of the information that Shuren gave us what they were here looking for? Can I know from the cartographer what they may have been?
Yes, so normally we do a record knowledge for this, but it's so close, and also you know why you're here. So obviously, you've been sent to basically if they haven't mapped this system, like the planets and its potential to be a stop on the chartered logistics routes, that's your job here, basically.
Okay.
And Cassie Cato, they have no reason to think that they're anything harmed with them, so it's just a case of if you do find her, go, okay, cool, if you got the information, happy days, we can leave you to it. You don't know whereabouts in the system, Skelkin, that final message came from, that I found something, I think it's here. But you can scan the system. You can do a check to scan the system to see if there's life signs, if there's civilizations, magic, you can do all of that.
Was the Zephyr Horizon a Dynatech ship or a privately owned vessel?
You were told it was a privately owned vessel, so it was Captain Orion O'Donnell and his particular crew. It was their ship. Okay. That's why they didn't need a Dynatech shuttle like you guys have got, because they had a ship capable of drift travel.
Do we know what kind of ship it is?
Yes, you would, because it was part of the brief that you had and part of the display that came up. It's technically a scouting vessel, so it's an exploratory class vessel. This would be a bit bigger than the Joan. Like, there's going to be like a full engine room, there's going to be a decent cockpit, or, well, actually a bridge, essentially. If you think of it in terms of smaller exploratory vessels or beta class scout ships tend to be livable in for a long period of time.
Cool.
I have questions.
Crack on, please, Skeleton, sure.
Questions.
So, Casey Cato was mapping.
Yes.
Was it live feeding back to Dynatech?
No. So you guys would also know this. One of the things that we think about technology in our world, in Earth and stuff like that, is that we can send messages really far. With Starfinder, you have infospheres. So the infosphere for the Galarian system, the Pact Worlds, you could within that system from a starship. You would have to have a really high-tiered computer to be able to live feed something back or send something back. You would know that Derisday must have had a long-range communication to be able to send a text message, essentially, to you to say, hey, I found something, I'll be coming back soon. But that's the only communication that you had. Nobody else did.
So otherwise
quantum
Dynatech would have waited until they came back
Yeah.
to get all of the information. So we've not even got a trail to follow, apart
Well,
from they were headed that way.
Yeah, so Dynatech knew that the mission was charted by Derisday. He got the crew of the Zephyr Horizon. They agreed to the mission because that's what Starfinders do. And they were like, okay, well, actually, Dynatech will help fund some expedition, we'll give you whatever equipment you need, but we want this place mapped anyway, so we'll send a delegate with you. And then Zan said to you, the head of that department, that actually it can be months, it can be half a year before anybody even comes back. It's just part of, you know, the galaxy is such a wide place, and many times the Starfinders find something that usually knocks out communications because they fuck around with magical items they find.
Well,
Okay.
could I try and using I'm trying to work this into yes, astronavigation. I was trying to remember what my profession was. Could I try and predict the path they'd take, assuming that the way that they're going to be mapping would be sort of like going by each planet, working out like gravitational and movements, and therefore they'd probably work around this kind of way for the most efficient mapping of this system,
You absolutely
and
can.
where they might go based on that.
And I would say that is pretty much the start of you mapping the system as well yourself. So give me a profession check, but I will also get you to give me a computers check with a +1 from the starship's computer, as you can just scan the system to see if you can find them.
We'll do astronavigation
Because
first.
that's kind of what your scanners are for. You can scan planets, you can scan for life forms.
Yeah. That's a 13 for astronavigation.
You begin to map it
I
out.
don't think my computer's
We were heading
it's
for a
going to be.
base, right?
No, you were heading for the system, and then it's a case of you didn't know what was here.
Alright.
15 on computers.
15 on computers. So, a scan of the DAC Chi system. I have to bring something up, give me 2 seconds. So, one of the first things that is key and present is that it's going to take you a few days to begin to just travel through the system. To get to the like to where the star is at the centre, it's going to be mechanically 1d6 plus 2 days, but I'm halving that because it's a short, small system. So can I just first of all have you roll me, since I assume that you're still in the pilot's role for now, a d6 for me, please. And then I'll go from there. So I want to know how long it takes you to go on this journey. 2. I said I was going to half it, so it's going to be 1 plus...
day.
2 plus 2 would be 4. Half, it's going to be 2 days to traverse the system.
Way!
Decent flying and stuff like that. 'Cause- and I think one of the things that makes this so easy is the fact that it is so quiet here. Usually with like the Pact Worlds or with bigger systems, there are like asteroid belts, there are ships coming and going, there is huge gaps between planets, but this is a relatively small solar system and there's nothing here. Eerie so. It's either the drift beacon that pulls you out here either fell on deaf ears of a civilization that knew not how to get past its own reach, or nobody lived here. But it's quiet, and you begin to go past mapping out the first of the planets. You go past Mordengi, scanning the planet with that particular... I'm going to keep that comms check for the entirety of this system, because it's a pretty good check. The planet is a husk. It is almost giving off the sign that like there is an abundance of any organic matter whatsoever. It is a barren rock.
Okay.
You move on to the next planet, probably within the first.
Sounds like my wife.
Oh!
Oh!
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
You don't have kids then.
Well, we don't have the lab facilities, so yeah.
The next planet, Gord, and its small moon. You get to, and it's the same thing. This satellite is barren, this moon, and then you scan the planet, and it's the same thing. There is almost like the ground contours are there of seabeds and trenches and land masses, but it's all just barren wasteland of nothing. There is not a single smattering of organic matter on that planet or that moon. And then you get a blip on the second day as you start moving your way towards Terion Vesh. Terion Vesh, on the other hand,
A hole in it.
there is definitely matter, and there is a huge hole in it, and that's the first thing that strikes you. The something has clearly blown part of this planet away, and as you approach, there is not just rock and ore. There is dead and frozen matter, like plant life or trees. There is alloys, metals, ordnance, chemicals, DNA. The scanners are picking up everything. Something exploded on a huge scale and took out part of the planet. However, you scan the rest of the planet, and where there should be the rest of this, like either fauna or flora and all these different things, there is a single matter sign of this semi-viscous sea that seems to cover the majority of the other side of the planet.
I think at this point I'd probably go over to Mr. Squeakerson. Squeak. Mr. Squeakerson. That's, so I know that we're
Stage whispers!
sorry. I know that we're here for mapping and everything, and it's likely that we'll end up putting like a travel boy here or something. But so I don't know what you told, but there's some quite interesting stuff down there. There's some technology and some stuff that maybe the research division might like. I mean, I could put like a little comms boy here or something, or make a mark of it, and we can come back later, or we could go down now.
Well, I mean, from a Dynatech perspective, bloody go for it. But I mean, in the interest of teamwork.
Oh yes.
How are we feeling, chaps, about a little exploration? Do we want to have a little mosey on down, or do we want to mosey on through?
What, to Terion Vesh?
I mean, okay, so Dynatech likes to explore new ideas. We like to expand the possibilities of, civilization and culture, and a lot of that is to do with the exploration of possibly planets that have been, and this one is definitely a has-been. And, I mean...
A few of them.
And, I will say the one thing is, as you can see, there's a bit of a massive hole in it, and potentially they've blown themselves up, or potentially something else has blown them up. I mean, Dynatech would probably be interested in that, but I mean, I can always just put it in the notes and just be like, a bigger exploratory team come back, but
Would
they probably
somebody
like deeper notes.
For Vorag, roll a d20, please.
It's a 10.
10.
10.
We've got to think of the likelihood of the relevance to this particular mission. I know Dynatech's really interested in all of these things, but we've been out for 15, 16
Over 2 weeks.
days.
Yeah.
The likelihood that this is relevant is slim, but I don't think it's small enough to not explore.
I will say this, being a fellow Dynatech employee, was she called Tara? Fuck, I can't remember her name. Casey! Calyx does not swear. Casey, was it?
Cassie Cater.
Cassie Cato, that's it.
Yeah.
It's likely she probably had a similar thought because we at Dynatech, we do like to explore new ideas. And it is
You
like...
sold me. We're going.
Well, we're going
Vorak.
now, are we?
Okay. Sort of like behind you in the doorway. So like the 4 seats of your like cockpit, you guys are all in there, and he's down from the gunner's nest. He's just sort of like this big hulking red vest in the doorway. His like hands are like up there, just kind of like his head's pretty much like where like the door frame is. He's like, Tyrion Vesh is a battle honor in my family's history. And his like hands go down. He like presses in through the door. My grandfather, General Skarok Kassar, not Skelton Kassar. Stories speak of a battle that happened here in this system against the Swarm, and the Swarm devour everything. His fleet, the Iron Fist of Retribution, I believe one of the commanders, Tyrion Vesh, this planet is named after them. They took the majority of the larger capital ships, landed them on Tyrion Vesh, and set them to self-destruct. Only the ground troops, which was led by my grandfather, took small craft and landed on the next planet over for a final stand. This hole, I think this is where they tried to lay a trap for the Swarm. I believe they took most of them while they were trying to devour the planet. That Ica is what the Swarm do. They turn matter into biomatter, and then they absorb it themselves, and then they move on to the next planet.
So what you're saying is it's quite dangerous, the fact that the Swarm are there right now.
I don't think the Swarm are no longer there, and you're not getting any life signs of anything like that.
But
It's-
that's
Were no life signs.
yeah,
semi-fluid sea.
it's like it was stopped partway through.
I mean, I imagine it's a bit like acid. Even if the scientist isn't with the acid, it's still going to eat your face. That's what I got told when I went to the labs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
They were
he,
really nice.
he turns around, he sort of like looks at Skelkin, and he's like, Avel. And he points to the Navicon, which is the second planet in the system.
Yeah.
That's the planet that my grandfather made his last stand, but beat the Swarm, and their remnants there.
Okay.
And he just looks at you.
So what I'm getting is it could be of historic interest to you?
Yeah, I'm not getting the hint, so I think.
The planet is, as far as I'm aware, nobody goes on it, nobody touches it. It's more like a
Mausoleum.
shrine to the honour of Commander Tyrion Vesh. So much so that the planet here in Best Space was named after him.
So possibly better.
I think it's worth leaving a boy. I think it's worth putting a pin.
Yeah.
Realistically, how are we gonna check out a whole planet for any clues?
Well, I mean, logically, they go to the most habitable bit, which is probably the opposite end of the exploded bit, but also away from the gloopy sea. Which
So we know what we know is
there isn't much of that.
they've retrieved what they set out to retrieve. They've been bringing it back, and then who knows? If we it's bloody annoying because if there was inhabitants, we could ask around. Put out a few missing posters or something. But you can't exactly ask a whole, can you?
Leaving a small beacon and moving on.
You can't ask with words. You can ask with your eyes.
That's deep. Say that again.
How do you do that?
Am I looking?
Should we?
And
Is it working?
try and enter.
Calyx is staring even deeper into like the nav beacon.
What you would find as well from the scanners, there is very little atmosphere left on that planet.
Okay.
Even that was being eaten up by the.
Maybe if we do a little flyby and we stay in sort of like the mid to lower atmosphere of the planet, or what atmosphere there is left, we could maybe pick up some readings. I mean, I need to pick up some readings anyway, and then I can drop a gun off.
What kind of readings could we hope to gain?
Well, I mean, we're here to navigate to see if like this could be a good place to put a parking lot or something.
No, that's not why we're here.
I mean, we are okay. I'm here a little bit to do that.
That's not in the case of this mission. Everything that's in your head that has nothing to do with this mission needs to exit your head.
I mean, you were told by Xano that that is part of the mission. That's why they're sending a delegate.
Well, I'm changing the mission because that's bullshit.
Okay, no, but I mean, it's the whole thing of like mapping planets. I mean, this has lots of alloys, and I mean, you have a nice shiny gun, don't you?
Do you think we've got time for alloys?
Hey, your gun wouldn't work if it didn't have a rechargeable lithium pack in it. This planet may have a high percentage of lithium, and in years to come, when your guns are expensive and you'll go, oh, why is my gun so expensive? Because of the lithium shortage.
Dynatech couldn't get that lithium.
Exactly!
Well, if they really wanted the lithium, they wouldn't send only one mission of
Do you know how many planets?
Five and Dave to go and get it. I think we have a slightly more important thing.
I think this is a thing of priorities, isn't it? We're not saying that we're not going to map.
We're just flying by. We're not going to stop. It's just a little flyby. It'll only take about an hour.
You never know.
or
We
two.
might even pick up a clue by doing that.
How
And if
can we
just
pick up a
sploosh,
clue from flying by?
Well,
we get a closer look, get maybe a little closer to readings and things. We might, I don't know. I don't know how space works. I've never been off the station before. This is very new.
so they grabbed something, right? And then they were on their way,
Yes,
and then we never heard from them again.
precisely.
What if they never even made it off the planet, and that we find their wreckage somewhere?
That's true.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so
What is
but
a
we can't see
flyby?
from up here, can we? We can't really get that much detail.
Exactly.
So if
Yeah.
we get lower,
I'm not saying don't map, I'm just saying we do it properly or we don't do it.
I think Shorty gotta get low.
I agree with that.
I do
Yeah.
my mapping properly all the time.
So would you like to go into atmosphere for Terion Vesh?
Yes.
Atmosphere, but not land.
What
Yeah.
At the moment.
What are the logistics of shitifying atmosphere?
You do the mechanics of the game in terms of like,
Will I die?
unless you collide with something, the scanners aren't bringing up anything that, apart from that it's a very thin atmosphere and there's not much of it left. From what you gather so far, there are no life readings on the planet anyway. There's no, inside the extra explosion thing, there's nothing seemingly there. It's more a case that if there's anything, like a debris field, you will have to navigate through any bits there, but it's not like it's raining diamonds. It's not like one of those planets that's, going to be like really horrible.
So we want to specifically go sort of where the crater is.
You were saying the main hub would more likely be on the opposite side.
Well, I get just from intuition.
So I'll point
If I'm
out
allowed to.
the crater is devoid of any acid, basically. The rest of the face,
Acid.
acid.
Right.
Crater.
So it's going to have to be greater.
Any
Yeah.
hole is a goal.
This is a very big hole.
Well,
Big
that's a bit of talking.
We don't judge here at Dynatech Industries. You can go into low orbit around the planet. It'll take about an hour or two off your time, and you begin doing extensive scans. Could you give me a computers check, please, if you are on the scanner?
I'm just probably the worst person
Can I
to do
assist?
computers. Please
absolutely can.
do.
You've got training.
I've got nothing else to do engineering-wise currently. So
Absolutely
I
fine.
can try and assist.
Are you trained in computers?
Oh, yes.
Yes, then absolutely you can.
Do
So if
you want to do computers while I just
It is
do
a
mapping?
DC 10. I mean, you can do if you want to take over the scanners.
I mean, I can, but
If
I
you
don't,
wanna
I don't want
aid-
to take away your job, as it were.
Well,
I
my job might be navigation, so I
Okay.
might be just
My
like
job might be navigation.
mean, might be.
might be
It's like
navigation.
science officer kind of takes on
Yeah,
navigation and that. But I mean, like, you can switch between roles. It's absolutely fine.
I'll say, just for the benefits of knowing that my computers are not the best skill, and I should probably spend time training that up. I will set off to have a little boy come
Yeah,
and also just like doing little mapping while you can do the computers.
Okay.
Are you going to aid?
I can aid.
Yeah,
It's a flat DC 10 check if you are proficient in computers. Do you have 10 ranks in computers?
What do you mean 10 ranks?
So, like, you can put like skill ranks in when you choose your.
What do you mean?
Don't know. Mine's a plus. It's a +1. Whatever.
Does it have like a tiny little number next to it? You won't have 10 ranks because you're level 1. It's me just like reinforcing a mechanic.
Okay.
All my numbers are 0.
Or the little grey numbers.
Yeah. Oh no, there are some 1s.
Perfect, cool.
There you
Right, so what that means is there's skill ranks. As you level up, you get
Right,
more skill
Bombi.
ranks. It's more me reinforcing things and to get you to look for it way. It's kind of passive aggressive GMing.
Please, Sarah, trying my best.
And that's right. If you are trained in a skill, you can aid someone. To aid someone, you make a DC 10. It's just a DC 10 check. If that succeeds, you get a circumstance bonus based on the situation. Usually it's a +1 or a +2.
Are you trained in computers?
So you are not trained in computers.
Are you trained in bluffing?
So if you are not trained in computers, you cannot do it.
Okay.
I would also say maybe we don't take the science officer role.
You cannot do a check.
You can't do an aid.
I'm not
help.
sure I built this
You can do the
character
check.
correctly.
Calyx can do the check, but you can aid.
Yes.
Okay.
But if Calyx has got like +0 in computers and
got a
Kaz has got
+1.
+9 or something, all he has to do is, I mean, even if he rolls a, if it's a DC 10 check to aid, then he's going to automatically succeed that. If it's him doing it and you don't know the DC of what you're scanning for, it's a case of working out who's going to do what, really.
I was going to say, just on an aside, am I able to, through the game, just train skills?
Yes and no.
Okay.
It's not quite like D&D where you're like, I'm going to spend like all my downtime doing this. Because first of all, you've got to find your downtime.
Yeah.
Which can happen while you're travelling the drift, but bear in mind, there is stuff as well. And I will always give you circumstance bonuses if you specifically
It's not
say...
like we've just wasted 13 days.
Exactly.
Yeah,
If you're like, I spent 13 days doing
I would
push-ups,
stick
I'd be
on
like, all right, give me a con check and let's give you circumstance bonus to checks from there on in, because that's clearly the best way to do it if you want to change things and do stuff. So yes,
How many people can aid?
anybody who is proficient and it is stackable.
I am not proficient.
I don't think anybody is what we learned on computers.
No.
Oh, just me then.
Yeah.
All right.
So it's
Cool.
just you making the check.
Weirdly, one of my best is
Someone
diplomacy
else make
and
it
perception.
anyway, and then it's done.
Why did I build my character like this?
Because the circumstance bonus is what, like,
Can I
+1 or
rebuild
+2
my
depending on what
character?
it's not
I
a huge
don't
amount.
think I did do
if you want to be
good.
meta
I
gaming
don't
wise.
understand.
You know how in D&D you give the help action and they get advantage on a roll?
Yeah.
It's like that, but instead of getting advantage, you just get a +1. But they have to make a check, and it's a flat DC 10. But if you've got 10 skill ranks or a 10 in that particular thing, you automatically give them aid. You have to make a check to
No.
help.
Nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Well, okay. 23.
Way!
You go into low orbit and you see this pulsating, undulating sea of purple slime as it moves and pulls against different surfaces, devouring steam rising from it. The scan's now picking up in an atmosphere. This place is not breathable. If you were to leave your ship, you would need to have your armor on, and you would have an amount of days worth as equal to its level in environmental hazard until you then start taking acid damage. It is very corrosive in here. That acid is devouring any and all matter that it can and just making it part of this sea. Vorog would say something along the lines of, this is what the swarm do. They dissolve everything and then they suck it up in their bioships. They then recreate on mass numbers horrific monsters and then move like locusts to the next planet and devour, and then that's how they take on systems. Inside the crater, where it's been like exploded up and pushed out, very much like North Crater in Final Fantasy VII, where it's like and it's like got this rim, like the sea of acid is managing to stay out of it because of this vast continent-sized explosion. Here there is metal of starship and just melted ground and glass and all kind of crystals and ore that have just been subjected to such a violent explosion. It's caused a catalytic catalytic, cataclysmic event that has caused a catalytic conversion. If that's a car thing, or and what I'm trying to say,
It melty.
it melting.
The science.
Science do be happening
The
here.
science be goopy.
You know, and if you've got a GCSE in chemistry, write in advert. I've got Reese's Pieces, and you fucking don't. But sorry, piss off
this
your audience.
is
It's fine.
It's alright, Ian, it's just science.
yeah, it's just,
Exactly. You know what I mean? Who needs science pictures?
Science
Oh,
bitches.
God.
But it's a wreck in here, and it is. I've just seen the chat.
Watch out. Stop crunching.
I think like just to save you while talking, like seeing all of this, just Calyx is just slowly like receding in himself, because like he's so unused to this kind of a concept of like warfare or fighting. Like he just has had no experience of that.
Go on, look, there's your car park.
You could put a swimming pool over there. No, the hole is just prime for a pool.
Just take your money before they go swimming.
But there are no life signs. There is. This place is. Minus that oozy sea of acid. Nothing here. This is clearly the devastation between when two forces met. One was trying to eat the planet, the other one was trying to stop. But you're free to move on.
I think this is a bit of a no-go.
Did you see the mods chat?
Yes.
That's what I was laughing at. Yeah, one of the
Yeah, I
mods was
just
like,
saw that.
Stop talking with your mouth full!
Yes. So
Ian.
I suppose trying to scan for any signs of this scout ship.
I will tell you now, not on this planet.
Okay.
And you can
Comms boy.
Alright.
Or
you leave it there in orbit.
sorry, I say comms. It has a like receiver, but it's actually just like a very basic like
Signal beacon.
what's here? Signal beacon. Come back. You know, there's some stuff here.
You leave orbit, and
Yeah.
well, because we would have said a day would travel at this point. If anybody needs a long rest, they can absolutely take it. If they've used any abilities or anything, but I don't think you would have done by now. If you need to heal up anything, and as you move towards Able, the second planet in the system, the scanners, Kaz,
Yeah.
get a blip.
Oh, cool.
You pick up this planet, although is barren, is not devoid of all its like organic matter. There is like cellular levels still, which is things you didn't see on the two that were husks. There is ground structure
Okay.
of maybe it was once a city. Maybe there were built up areas. Long been lost to time. It is though quite a barren red sand planet. You get another blip of some life dotted around, really sporadically dotted around. In one of like these built up areas, there are a few more blips. Then there's a magic signature that comes up on the scanners that like gives off a not a powerful aura, but an aura of magic. It's something old.
Would something have to be quite powerful magic-wise for it to come up on the scanner?
Not with these scanners, because the ship has advanced long-range scanners, and you are arriving in
Gem
orbit.
scanners are fantastic.
So that could
Only
be
the best from Dynatech.
like a magic item, or does it have to be?
It could be an item, a place, a building. You wouldn't
Okay.
know until you get closer
Right.
to it. They're not
Okay.
that kind of in-depth like that. A ship. And again, near that ship, a small settlement,
Okay.
maybe. And again, one or two life signs.
Should we?
That's looking like our best bet there.
Yeah. Should we try and hail them?
Nosedive.
Drive by.
We could. I mean, if their comms are up, it's always worth putting in a hail. Do we think?
Yeah, just in case they're not. You know, the Necro people weren't too friendly, so just in case.
Do we have any information as to what kind of ship it is?
It's a beta class
Scouty.
exploratory
Okay.
vessel, yeah.
Sounds like it might be.
So it's probably not the Necro people.
Too convenient.
My point is, we don't know if they're hostile or not.
True. Okay.
So go in guns
say
blazing
hello.
and ask questions later.
Oh, I wonder.
I mean, no, we knock on the door first.
We are at a distance. We can always. They might not even
Bombard
have
the
their
planet,
comms
you
up.
say?
Yes.
With your two small, your tiny little laser turret of a shuttle that's designed to, it'd be like,
Come on, Joan.
it'd be like throwing a cocktail sausage at a window. Bung.
Take that.
Hilarious. But what are you calling knocking on the door if not a hail?
No, that's what I was saying.
You were agreeing with the hail.
I said to hail.
A hail then nosedive.
If the if it so calls for it, yes.
They might not even have their comms up, but we can
No.
always give it a
Let's give it a go.
give it a go. Let's whap up the comms. Hello, betas. It's S.Joan. We are currently on a mission from Dynatech. Just checking in, making sure everything's a-okay. If you are in distress or in need of help, give us a call.
Is Kato with you?
Is Kato with you?
There's no response.
Nosedive.
The comms must be down.
Straps in.
Yeah.
Yeah, the comms must be down. There's no hostility.
Everything's fine.
Be on high alert though, because they could be hostile still.
Yeah. But we never know unless we try.
Indeed.
Exactly. Ready for nosedive.
I will bet you all a date of rations.
Oh my god.
Even better.
Until I win, I will continue.
Dave's like that. I will take that bet.
Dave, you don't have any rations, and I don't want my regurgitated rations.
I can make rations.
That's very hostile, Dave.
Well, I mean, the waste does have to go somewhere.
No,
Yeah,
no.
not in me.
What are we using for a toilet now that we know Dave's Dave?
Well, Dave goes back into the wall and then, like,
Oh,
Back into the
no,
toilet.
now we're
Now we
knowingly
know.
shitting in Dave.
Yeah.
but it's like his job. Like, he's just a droid, man.
We've been doing it for 2 weeks.
He probably done it loads before anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah, but knowing
I know.
that's just so.
Where else? Are
They're
we
just
going to
programmed,
drop
you
a
know.
load?
It's just they've got a smiley face when they're out
It
doing
would
the
be pretty
hoovering.
hard in zero gravity, wouldn't it? You'd have to cut it off with some scissors.
Should we make it?
Wait, because that's the bit we're clipping. If you were to shit in zero gravity, it would be pretty hard. You'd have to cut it with some scissors. Like you can't clench your sphincter. Are you? Like you can't. I mean, do you have to like let?
Yeah, all them rations are probably making it well odd. Like... Anyway, so we're going down to this planet because
Oh,
nobody
days.
said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not going down guns a-blazing, but
No.
guns,
No, we'll
guns
just-
are out.
Yeah, guns are ready.
We're gonna proceed with amicable caution. Yes.
Before I just like climbs up into the gunner's nest and you say,
Yeah, we'll be fine if he's not there.
You mean... I won't say it.
No, don't say it. Should we land sort of at a fair distance-ish?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna...
Go
No,
like, park it
sorry.
right next to them.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't want to be too far, just in case we need a quick exit.
Half
Yeah,
a mile.
yes.
Are we using
Should we...
Imperial?
Close, but not too close.
3/4,
3 squares?
5
50
chains,
feet.
That's close enough.
2 fathoms.
You could almost treat a planet like a hex map, like we have a Starship Combat, and each one's 3 kilometers.
No, not that far.
Yeah.
Some of us have
Within
very
the
little
3
legs.
kilometres, faux show.
Couple hundred meters away.
A football pitch.
Sure.
So you're talking about 120 feet, right?
You're the pilot. Set us down.
Yeah, I mean, we've already hailed, there's no point
I mean,
trying to
120
be-
feet is good. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, your feet are bigger than our feet.
That's how feet work, yes.
You go into
That is how they work.
you go into low orbit and begin to make your way through the atmosphere. And again, it takes about an hour or two as you begin to descend. Scanners constantly going, looking for more life signs. As you get closer in and you start to see past there's no clouds or anything, but there is atmosphere, so there's a breathable atmosphere here still. And it's almost like a barren sea of sand for so long. But every now and again, you pick up like little pillars of stone, and then you scan them, and part of them are alloy. Some of them are stone, some of them are they just protrude ever so slightly, like ancient trees, but in odd shapes that kind of come up and then across, and they're like half buried in sand, and it's just this really interesting landscape. Then it's barren again for ages, and until you get to this, what you now see was a settlement on your scanners, and you definitively pick up the blip of a ship. And as you get closer, the transponder name is the Zephyr Horizon.
Okay. We're on the right lines.
Just like when you were in the Drift and you found the Opal Gem,
Okay.
you can discern the name and the type of ship. This is definitely the ship.
That's convenient.
The settlement is interesting because as you begin to get closer to it, you see the ship. This big, green, long-nosed ship is the best way to say it. Like the bridge is clearly at the front and then it's quite thin to the boosters at the back. And the settlement's made up of old vehicles, drop ships, and they're Vesk. They're landing party ships for ground troops. They're like carriers, and they've been put together to create a perimeter. And then inside that is what you would assume to be a military camp.
Okay.
You come into Landskelken, you first to stop coming down, the sand kicks up, and then you can't see anything until and the dust settles after a few minutes. And you can see this time-addled encampment of ships that have been eroded by heavy sandstorms and time, and the Zephyr Horizon, this green large ship, stands out like a sore thumb.
Should we go on the ship and see if they're on there? Or if there's any clues?
Can we just rock up to the ship with the military encampment?
You can tell that it's not being used anymore. It's literally like barren, and you don't see any movement. Like there's sand that's covering half of the drop ship. Some of them are like poking out.
That seems the obvious thing to do, and I'm keen.
Yep.
Yep.
Can I ask Vorag, is this military camp something they typically do, like Vesk, for any particular reason? If they're taking prisoners, perhaps?
The stories go that when General Skarok took the remainder of his people and landed here on Avil, they left the fleet at Tarion Vesh to be the booby trap. The remnants of the swarm would then come here and they would fight them on the ground and try and beat the last of them here. This encampment is not how I've ever been trained to set something up, but in an emergency to create a perimeter with dropships and use those as maybe your base is probably the best chance they had.
So it's kind of a desperate effort kind of thing.
I would say so.
Okay.
From the stories, it seems accurate.
Okay. All right. Oh, well, I'm ready.
And you can begin to debark the SS.Joan. Yeah.
We locked everything up, stove off, all good.
Dave off.
You're on watch, Dave.
Aye, sir.
Captain Dave.
Just watches the door.
Dave show!
Yeah, and you...
That's not gonna work.
The door opens, and the first thing that hits you is there is a strong wind. It's not like a sandstorm of wind, but it is still pretty grisly. It's like the sand spattering against your skin and stuff like that. You affix goggles if you have them, or pull up a scarf, whatever. And Vorag definitely calls up a scarf as you start to disembark down the ramp of the back of the SS.Joan. As you do so, you tread from the metal of the ramp and onto soft sand. This red, orange sand that your boots sink into by maybe like an inch or two. So it's like the wind has just blown it over, kind of thickness to it. It's not like it's been pressed down or anything. and you begin to move away from the SS.Joan. The Zephyr Horizon is clearly parked quite dustily over to the other side of the camp, unless you parked right next to it and it's right next to you, or if you parked like, imagine it like a circle, they're here, are you down here, or...
Football field.
Football field, so you're like on the other side of the encampment and they're here, yeah? Mm-hmm. Okay. Would you go around the encampment, or would you go through the encampment?
I don't know, because I can't
Were we, when we saw the life signs, were the life signs... Could we tell roughly where they were?
There was at least one or two in and around this location. Not as many as in those built-up areas.
So...
Do we have the keys for Joan? Can we lock her?
Yeah.
Joan's locked if we're all leaving.
Yeah.
Leaving Dave in there in charge.
Yeah.
Just gonna lock it up.
Have a little watch.
Captain Dave.
We'll see you later.
Don't touch anything.
Never.
Oh god.
Num num.
Dave's gonna murder us all.
He's going to eat all our rations, which, by the way, we hardly have any of it yet.
Amazing.
The 1 or 2 life signs we saw, do we know whether they're on the ship or in the camp?
I mean, you can
Because
make
if they're
another.
in the ship, then we can just go through.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make another scan if you want before
Do
leaving
that
the ship.
before we leave?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Just give me straight up computers again, just to see if we can narrow in.
It's 16.
There are 2 life signs here. One is on the ship.
One is on the ship.
The other one is in the encampment.
Okay.
Through the encampment.
Yeah.
I'd say it's pretty safe to go through there. Just keep your eyes peeled. Not literally, but, you know, keep on the
I'm
lookout.
actually good at perception.
Oh.
It's one of the few things I'm actually good at.
Awesome.
If you are heading through the camp, can I have a marching order, please? Vorag's just like storms forwards.
Yeah, I think that makes sense anyway.
Yeah.
I'd like to go sort of in the middle.
So let's line them up.
Okay.
Yay.
Where are your toys? Vorag first, and then we've got Skelkin up second.
Yeah. And then Calyx.
Calyx in the middle.
Calyx in the middle.
Way.
For podcast listeners, I'm lining them up on the table so I can see.
Even this, like, vast scenery, we're all just marching in a line instead of...
It's not necessarily in a line, it's just I need to
It would be
know.
like a zigzag line.
I more mean who's like more forwards, or are you like,
Yeah.
there's 2 of you want to be at the front. You don't have to be in a line, it's just a case of like, I'd just like to know roughly where people are.
Sorry.
Are you okay there?
Reading through my my species feats, and I forgot that this was a thing. No, carry on.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you guys keeping an eye out? Are you? You tell me what you're doing.
I'll keep an eye on the surroundings from the rear, just to make sure nothing surprises us from behind.
Hallucinogenic. I forget
We're
this is a...
heading for the ship, but we know there's a life
Perception,
form
yeah.
that's
Basically,
not-
yeah, I can just like...
In the ship. There's something in the encampment, but you don't know where.
17.
17. Okay. Also, what I rolled
Nice.
for his perception. Anybody else keeping an eye out, or are you just happily trundling along?
Yeah.
No, I would like to keep an
Yeah.
eye
If
out.
you're keeping an eye out, perception checks all around, please.
22.
Perception. Oh, come on. Right. 12.
12.
Ooh, fantastic.
Ooh.
I did have a plan, but
I think I've got the bad dice to do this week.
Don't be sure.
No, it's fine.
We finished
Fourteen.
that.
Determine.
14, yeah?
This one's pretty.
They're all pretty good rolls.
Have a
Not
dice,
Jack
that one.
whispering the number to me 'cause I can't add.
It's different when you're looking at the dice, though.
Yes, because I still can't add when it's on the fucking calculator.
One more time for me, just so I've got the numbers. 17, 17.
Yeah.
22.
12.
14.
14, okay.
Decent.
Not only is it these old drop ships, like you imagine they're like troop carriers with like a drop front door that have been like landed here en masse. A lot of them have now been like destroyed, and you can see like there are like gouges in them, and like some of it's been melted and stuff like that. It's something horrific happened to a lot of these ships as you move further and further in towards like the center sort of circle. And as you sort of get over some rocks where they've also like pushed those to fill in any gaps and to create this like perimeter, this wall for this forward operating base of some kind, it's yourself. For podcast listeners, I'm pointing at Steph. You Squeakerson just hear this.
Hate
As
it.
a creature with this bug-like, angry face slavering just jumps down from like one of these like half-burnt-out hollows. They are this chitinous blue covered in spikes. They have like at the back of their legs these like horrible hooks, these massive claws. One arm is missing.
Nasty.
It's completely missing. The other arm appears to be an arm, and then it has some kind of like protruding pincer that just drips with acid. We are going to take a break while I set up a map, and then we're going to get you guys to roll initiative.
Okay.
Hey,
Guys
double hate.
who are watching on Twitch and on YouTube, I'm going to set up a map. We're going to take a 5-10 minute break, and then we're going to go into some combat.
Woo! Combat.
Because this thing rolled an 18 on its stealth.
What a little bitch.
Way!
That was me
only you
considering
saw it.
whether I should like go off and
It's that one guy.
Guys in chat, thank you so much. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Yeah.
See you then. And we're back from break and ready for some combat. I need to move the cameras around.
Combat.
Combat!
It's the batting of comms.
Because actually, this is quite a big map.
So big. That's what she said.
So, set the scene for you as we move into it. You are traversing through this old makeshift encampment towards this, the Zephyr Horizon. The sore thumb sticking out in the middle of this red desert. There are broken ships, containers, rocks all around. And there was this life sign here. You didn't know if it was friend or foe. And moving through this environment was hard to see what was stalking you as you left your ship. If it wasn't for TJ Squeakerson keeping a keen eye
It's the shades.
Would you be doing it with the camera? Would you be like this moment where you like look up with the camera and then like you just see this horrific
Yep.
bug-like monster?
I think it's that Jurassic Park moment of the shades come down.
What you see is this just above Vorak.
Oh.
You guys want to get that right on the corner?
Oh, gross.
It is missing its right arm, but its left one has this hand, and then this like
You're
long,
dirty,
protruding, bone-like structure with a pincer on the end that seems to just be oozing acid. That as it hits the sand-covered container next to you, you can hear that sizzling away. Can you guys roll initiative for me, please?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. Where's that gone?
15.
2 seconds.
Sorry.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
14.
Okay, cool. 25 to 30. Oh, I need to get to Vorak. Oh, that's not
Put
bad.
it on a second.
Yeah, but what if I want to use it? I can't.
20 to 25.
Hang on.
Hang on. No.
Is that one plus 3?
Nothing.
No. 15 to 20.
15.
Also 15.
Do you want to go Dex Mods or do you want to choose who's going first?
I've got +2 dex.
You're probably higher.
Okay.
So
I'll go
15 for
first.
Kaz.
Yeah.
I'm going to put you at 14 then, unless anybody else is on 14. Which is Calyx! 10 to 15.
13.
Have your Dex modifier, please.
You can. It is +1.
You were going on initiative count 12.
I don't know what that means.
It means
You're
it
on
was
12, not 13, basically.
Oh no. Oh. What a bop.
5 to 10.
Oh no.
8.
Oh.
Get out here!
I don't think that 5 needs a jail, but if I get another shit one in
That's
jail.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
it's thin ice.
This thing would have had a surprise round. If not for TJ, I mean, do you call out or do you
Oh,
like...
of course I do. I'm like, lads, company.
And it just... As it like shit and it's like clicks at the same time as it squeals. Kaz, you're up first.
I've got plasma rifle in hand. I'm just going to give it a shot.
Okay, cool. How far away from El Creature are you, and what is your range?
got the
40 foot.
Oh, easily going to be within because I think you're
Yeah.
30 foot away.
Cool.
Perfect, yep.
I rolled a hit. It's not bad. It's 20 against EAC.
Hit, roll some damage.
Yes!
I love how excited you get in combat, Emily.
Yeah.
Like, kill it, kill it.
Kill the beast! Kill the beast!
Nice. Okay, that's 9.
9,
It says E and F.
electric and fire damage.
That's the one. Yeah.
So,
Very
perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
It just, as it's like, it looks like it's about to jump on Vorak, you fire with the pulse rifle and this laser rifle, and it, plasma rifle even, plasma rifle, and it, like looks towards you. There's acid and saliva still dripping everywhere. Anything else from you, Kaz? You still have movement. You still have swift action.
Double check if I can do a thingy thing.
For podcast listeners, while he's looking, I will get a picture of this up onto the Dragonborn Industries social medias, and if the players want to do that, they absolutely can too. And don't forget our sponsor, Warrior Prince 3D, and code to the stars on their Etsy store.
I can still move, can't I?
Plug, plug, plug.
You can. You've got the movement tool down there. And again, for podcast listeners, there is no battle grid. There's no grid on the battle map. We are using open terrain and movement rulers in place of a grid.
Okay.
I love the sci-fi combat music.
It's great.
And again, for podcast listeners, me and Steph just vibing.
How tall are these containers? Per-
I mean, you literally have a tool there to measure them. They are
Okay,
roughly around
they
10
are-
foot tall each.
Okay, alright. Well, I want to try and climb.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so do you have a climb speed?
I don't think so.
-1.
I would say
Negative climb.
what you could do is you have a 30-foot speed, don't you? And they are about 20 foot.
Okay.
You can give me an athletics or an acrobatics check because there is a ledge there that you could jump onto on this side of the container.
Yep.
So if you want to try and get up there, if you pass you're quite agility based anyway, and especially with your backstory. This will be a flat DC 15 check. If you do so, you can move all the way to the top of that and we'll call that your movement.
Okay, that's fine.
If not, you die.
That's a 9.
9. I will let you go to halfway up.
Okay, alright, I'll take it. I'll put him
Spider
up
cars. Spider cars.
I'm there.
Awesome.
Does he climb?
Yeah, and you're still
on the
classed
crate?
as climbing, so I will give you the
He
flat-footed
rolled a
condition,
9.
which is a -2 to your EAC and KAC,
He's a
basically.
spider car.
But yeah, anything else from yourself?
No, I think that's everything.
Okay. Calyx.
Alright, I'm going to move to pretty much the... because I also thought about climbing them, so... I am going to move my 30 foot to...
You got 30 foot.
Yeah, I do have 30 foot.
Are you not 20 foot, being a little bug thing?
I'm
Tiny little bird.
Class feet. I'm pretty sure I did just read that I've actually got 30. I'm trying to.
My apologies, I just want to double check that because I remember somebody having.
No.
Pretty sure it was yourself.
I do think it was, but then I swear I just read that it was.
Oh, so it's on. If you're on like the main sheet where it says quick, it's on the right-hand side beneath conditions. It should say speed, and then land.
Oh no, it is 20. No,
Okay,
you are
cool.
right.
Passive aggressive game.
No. You are completely right.
Please check your shit. It's mainly because I need to check myself.
No, because I thought I was. Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Get a bit, mate, move a bit closer.
Would you count that within?
Would you like to check it with this
I
one?
would like to.
That
Do
one
you know
would
what?
be
I think I actually would like to move maybe like there.
That's fine. Yeah.
So
easily
that I
doable, and then you'll
would
definitely be within.
So,
Yeah, look at that.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yay!
No, but he did just get 10 more hit points.
No.
Don't touch my toys! For podcast listeners, they knocked off my. But you wouldn't know. You can all roll me a. This would be a life science, I believe.
Left hand.
Let me double check. Yes, life science check to identify this thing. I'll let you do that for free. Look at that simultaneous rolling.
Bullshit.
Bullshit!
15.
15?
11.
11?
10.
18.
18. Skelkin and TJ, this is called a swarm Corovox. It is one of the lower, it's like a workaround for the swarm. They're usually a hive mind creature, but clearly this thing's just left solitude in the desert, essentially. The remnants of whatever happened.
Billy no mates.
It looks to you. Just so you're aware. So you've moved Calyx.
Please do some more.
I would like to use Embrace the Void.
Embrace the void, okay?
Which is a fortitude saving on your side of 14, I think.
Okay.
Says 14F, so I'm like.
F4, I'm going to come around and have a quick look at that. Because it will say make a save of. Just want to quickly double check it.
14F, so I assume
The
it's.
alpacas are out.
Make note of the cold change that's about to happen.
Oh.
Where's the description?
I'll check in with you when it's no longer.
Safety, yeah, it is a fortitude save
Yeah.
14. Perfect, cool. Now we know how that works on Hephaestus, the website that we use. So I need to make a fortitude save of
Fortitude
DC
save
14,
14.
yeah? Okay, so. It's a nat 20 on the dice.
No!
No, it
Well,
wasn't.
it takes half damage.
I mean, Evan, if you want to check it. It's,
Oh no, it wasn't.
you know what? I'm going to roll them open for you as well, so like we know.
Panto season.
It takes half damage then, so it's taking cold damage.
Just so you are aware, that was a 25.
Jesus.
Well,
Just so
there
you're
we
aware.
go.
Yeah, cool. So tell me what happens.
Spins like a sort of like cat's cradle of silk, and creates this sort of like dark pulsing sort of like pattern in the web, and then the creature will feel a level of cold. 7, so half of 7, so 3 cold damage.
3 cold damage.
Better than a slap in the face.
Yeah, that's better than nothing.
Feels a little chilly.
Yeah. Yeah, you watch. Like, how does it look? The magic. You've obviously you begin to cast it using this web of silk that you do. But what's your magic look like? Describe to me how this cold affects the creature. How does it manifest?
So it would probably look like sort of spectral web across the creature.
Yeah.
This sort of like, just very briefly, just like a little like levels of like spectral webbing across it, and then it sort of like shrinks in inside of the creature.
Yeah.
And it becomes like chills.
And it does. It almost looks like it freezes over these little dewdrops, like you when you see like a morning spider web, but it's frozen, and it just absorbs into them in this like ethereal way almost, and it just seems to be in pain. Anything else from yourself?
Nope, that's about it.
Now. Now, Vorag is underneath it, but you just hurt it, and you've just hurt it.
Yeah.
To which end? Steph, roll me a d4. On a 4, you're rolling again. A 1 is Vorag, a 2 is Kaz, and a 3 will be Calyx.
Why am I responsible one?
Cool.
Why am I responsible? You're it.
This arm with this long protruding bone-like pincer with this like acid oozing out of it, you just see it start to bubble as it just points it down towards Vorog. It's going to make a ranged attack with its acid cannon.
Oh no.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Acid cannon! Just Calyx, the like loudest.
Oh! You know what? We're going to do that, but we're going to change it up a little bit because I think I've got some of you in a line. And I think I can get a lot of you. Oh!
So little.
Oh, I'm going to get you.
No.
This thing's gonna die.
I don't
Horrible
like it.
death.
Acid cannon. Just want to double check the range.
Actually, just a super soaker. With very
It's not a line ability.
Woo!
Good, because otherwise I might have to start filling up my rifles with pesh.
Yeah, it's going to fire it straight down.
That's not a 20, is it?
You have a look. I'll see if I can zoom the camera in on it.
Oh, I can see the Dragonborn Industries symbol.
Dragonborn Industries is there. Very nice.
It's much nicer from here, not knowing if I'm in the line or not, because I'm like, I don't know if that 20
Dun,
affects
dun,
me.
dun,
or
dun,
not.
dun, dun. What a nice rock. Dun, dun, dun.
You can't see it because it's so pixelated. But
Just about, yeah.
That's
You can
that's
see that
20.
symbol, yeah. That's it.
oh,
Gross.
that is going to be gross.
That is gross.
Drop me out.
Save.
Let's get it back so we can see the players. Oh, you know what? Let's get right in there. I'm going to get too distracted doing this now, but since you're all over here anyway. Now focus! So, somebody puts their hand where the minis are, it will focus again.
Will it?
Maybe one day. With a nat 20 and with the crit rules, homebrew crit rules that we've decided, which is max damage, then roll again. So, the damage
Sorry, I
on
didn't like this character anyway.
it's not too bad. It's a plus 12 to hit, so it's a 32. Definitely
Oh
a
yeah,
crit.
that's fine.
Does it hit?
Does a
Nah.
32 hit?
It does 1d4 plus 3 acid damage.
It's not too bad.
So maxed out, that's 7, plus another d4. Somebody roll me a d4.
No.
I have no dice on me. The guy who makes dice didn't bring dice to the party.
So what?
Through the
A 1
Calyx.
plus 1, so that's 7 points of acid damage. However, it has a critical hit effect of corrode. So Vorag will continue to take 1d4 corrode damage of acid for the next
2 years.
another d4, which actually all my dice are here.
Revelation.
So, I'm
So
gonna,
that's 7 damage altogether.
7 damage altogether.
And who is that
Who's
at?
in that?
Vorag,
Just for us.
Just 4 rank.
straight on top of it.
Okay, because I was about to say.
Now we're like, phew, it's just 400.
He's not here! So, just going to mark down his 7.
Ouchies.
Perfect.
We're
Okay,
gonna have to get him some new armour.
and you do see it pitting. The acid's still on him, and he's like, "Ugh!" He like looks up, and like you just see him like bringing this rifle to bear. But in the meantime, oh, actually, it can move. Let's fucking move it.
No.
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 Stay where you are.
Oh, and it's got a climb speed.
Stay still and let us just hit you.
You can maybe try.
Can you put it
that
above
bit.
where Kaz is, please?
You, sir.
As long as
stay
30
still.
feet will get it in a straight line there, 'cause it's got a climb speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much put it a little bit closer to me, about 5 foot. There you go. And it moves. It just like scutters like a bug. Its hands, its single hand, just like digs into the metal at its feet, and you just hear this like grinding of metal as it climbs up, looking at Kaz, who was the other person who dealt it damage. TJ Squeakerson,
Hello.
you are up.
I am going to start with my move action. And would you say that, I mean, that's 60 feet, right? Because that's 30.
Well, I mean, if you want a second opinion, there you go. Range rulers.
Right, let's make
Really
a
annoyed that
ladder.
that's not focusing.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
done plenty in.
that's
Oh,
exactly 60.
I'm going to use my move action, and I'll be like, alright, lads, let's get
Move and action, get them. +1 to everybody who can see the target
Wow.
on their next attack roll.
And then I am going to use my action to use my laser pistol for a cheeky pew pew, if I can.
Yeah.
15.
Against. Is it an energy pistol or a kinetic?
Oh, it's energy.
Hits.
Woo! Pew pew. 4
4 points of
fire damage.
perfect.
Creature takes damage.
Pew pew.
Its like shoulder rolls back as it gets hit. And it's not like trying to defend against the shots, it's just taking them and it's just acting on impulse. Anything else from TJ Squeakerson?
I don't think I can do anything else. I've used my move as an action, haven't I? So
Cool.
I'm just gonna be chilling.
Okay. Vorag Kassar is going to actions. Weapon. He pulls this rifle, brings it to his shoulder, moves out and around and in front of Calyx. If somebody can move him and face him towards the swarm creature.
See how much movement he spends doing that. Probably like 28, 5, 10, 15 foot.
15 foot.
Like
He
here.
basically acts as a bodyguard in front of Calyx and then put him base to base contact,
So like there.
please. Yeah, perfect.
Base to base.
He runs up and he's just like, I've got you. He brings up the rifle that he carries around, this like large hunting rifle, and he is going to shoot.
With a +1.
With a +1. It's KAC. It hits the container and just like ricochets off. It's like, in this like really angry kind of way. He just seems pissed that he missed.
Vorag is not having a good time with the shots.
No.
Bless him.
Can't do anything else. Skelkinshaw.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I've been fanning about because I thought I had ages.
Classic.
My mum's just messaged me at a very inconvenient time about how much I like M&S. I answered.
Wow.
Yes, mum, like it a lot, thank you.
Anyway, shoot.
Got to dash.
What would you like to do?
I cannot see what the fuck's going on.
So you are on that side just there, and it's currently moved up from the corner where it was with Vorag. It's scuttled up and is now above Kaz and is attempting, so that'll be 35 feet.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming the distance of your weapon can go up as well.
Yeah, you are currently, as measured by Jack just then, 35 feet away.
But that's like on a or a
No, that's on
straight
a direct line.
line. Oh, okay. So now
Podcast listeners, Emily went across then up with her hand. So it's a and a
Oh yeah. The podcast listeners, you're fucked, mate.
Oh man, I wish I didn't title the episode before it.
Oh, fuck.
So-
mate. God's sake.
No, I cannot remember how to decide whether something's E or K.
So if it's an energy weapon, it's an EAC.
Yeah, but where does it say that in your weapon?
What type of damage does it deal?
So I've got C and P, or well, E is obvious, I guess, and F.
So electric, fire, cold. P would be piercing, so that would be KAC. The other ones are all energy.
Oh, so one could do either or.
That's
Can you choose?
interesting. What's that weapon?
Hail, pistol, Sub-Zero.
That I'm pretty sure goes against KAC.
Cack.
CAC!
Caca.
2 seconds, everyone, while we double check, 'cause we want to make sure that we get this somewhat right. C and P, so maybe it does go against KAC. Yeah, because it deals bleeding damage, we'll say that that one's going to be KAC.
So I've got a K or an E, but E's been working well for everyone. Not sure about K because it didn't land. So I'll go. Can I do a trick attack
Yes, so,
without my weapon already drawn? Because I didn't say. I would have had it drawn, but I didn't say it.
I'm
so,
happy for you to have your pistol out in this moment to basically just make me a check if you're trying to do it sleight of hand. Then that's fine if you're like, hey, look over there, bang, bang. Or if it's, you know, what skill are you going to use to make the trick attack?
Well, I need to make sure I'm closer first because I've only got 20-foot range.
That's fine. With a trick attack, you can move up to twice your movement as part of the trick attack.
The fuck?
Yes.
Okay, so
I mean, move 10 feet and you'll be fine.
I would like to get closer to the containers because it seems like that's my only option of possibly getting cover for the next round. So, if I could move relatively close, so I'm shooting pretty much upwards.
So
You
like
can probably
here?
get all your
Closer to the
movement.
corner, please.
Like here? So like just below me?
Closer to the corner, please.
If you do,
Okay.
you're 25 here. You
Closer
can get.
to the corner.
Yeah, that is on the corner, don't it?
It doesn't look like it.
Look,
It genuinely.
You are allowed to
you
stand up
on
and
the
go around.
corner.
I'm seeing the wrong corner. Okay. I'm looking at the blurry camera.
Yeah, I'm going to change the lights back because I think it might be fucking with the focus.
And then whatever up.
Oh,
Is that going to focus
So
in?
wiggle your fingers a little bit. Yeah, and it's going to be about 20 foot straight up, and it's got. It would have about partial cover because of where it stood.
I can take it. What would it get less than that if I move further away?
About 5 foot away, and it'll be fine because then you can get clean shot.
Yeah.
Then what skill? Because you get to sort of almost choose your skills.
Can you go looking at the screen? Just put me down instead of closer to the container.
so like
One, yeah, just one space.
Yeah,
over here.
that'd be fine.
Yeah?
Yeah. And is that still?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Still in range.
So
Try and fix the camera.
can I pick anything to do that?
I believe you've got better skills for you, which are
Yeah.
things like your.
Acrobatics or.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can use oh no, sleight of hand. Yeah, 100% sleight of hand.
Yeah, so I mean that's part of it. So you could be like, looks like you're gonna like draw with one weapon, and then you could be like bang with the
Yeah.
other one, and that's sort of like how it goes off. So you
Oh,
need to
okay.
make a roll using sleight of hand first. This isn't your attack. This is just to see if you get the trick attack damage. So roll a d20, add your sleight of hand.
Oh, it bounced out.
You can roll it again if it bounces out the.
Is that though? I think that's a 4. Which is fantastic. 13.
Wait, did it roll outside of the dice tray? Then roll it again. If it's outside of the dice tray, and
What
that's
if it's worse? It's worse. 13.
13. Okay. In your trick attack, can you read out the sum for me, please, just so I can make sure I get this
I
right?
don't know where the fuck it is.
If you tap on it,
Probably class.
I don't know where it
class
is.
features.
yeah, class features, it'll say trick attack, and it'll give you a description if you tap on it. And in the meantime,
What equation are we after?
it'll say make a roll using stealth or whatever, add against such and such.
With a DC
With the DC equal to,
20 plus your target's CR.
so it'd be 23 is the check that you needed to pass. So you're not going to get your trick attack off it against it, but you can still take your attack. So it's a free thing you get to try every time you make an attack, essentially. That's your class. That is your whole
Gonna
class.
get old real quick.
but when it hits, especially when you get to higher levels, you get low. It's like basically sneak attack for a rogue. It also tells you this creature is a CL3.
16.
16 against EAC or KAC. Which one are you going with?
E.
EAC definitely hits. Roll some damage. As you like run across, pull out the pistol.
Claw, 1d4.
Yep.
Wait, that was +2 to attack, not
Yeah,
plus
so
2
it
to
should- it
this.
would have been 18.
It would have been 18. 3.
3 points of damage. What kind of damage is that, please?
It says
Yeah.
E and F. That's
Perfect.
all it says.
Let me know if it's acid, basically.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
And with that, we move to the top of the round. Kaz, you are back up. Unless there's anything else you would like to do with a swift action.
Can I move in a swift action?
No.
What's a swift action?
I think you probably don't have any. I'm just double checking.
Extremely unlikely.
Am I like mid-climb right now?
You are mid-climb right now, so you are technically flat-footed as well.
Can I think I would like to drop down.
Yeah?
No.
I'd say you can drop down 10 feet quite easily.
Okay.
Sorry.
Would that like take off my movement?
No, because you're just dropping.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I would say that you're fine there.
Okay, I shall drop down. So it goes there, and then I'll move away probably about 10 feet-ish. About there,
Yeah.
I think.
Do you start back? Do you like drop and then back up like
Yeah,
kind of like?
I think I will have actually.
To use. That's the 25.
No, I would have dropped the plasma rifle.
Okay, so you just straight up dropping the plasma rifle, yeah? Sweet.
Because I've got the pistol still on my
Yeah.
attached to me.
It's about
And then I'm going to use my nanite surge. I'm going to create a cloud.
Yeah.
You surge that, baby.
Surge it up. So it's 1 plus my con squares. So that's a total of 5 squares of cloud.
Oh, you can arrange those any way you like, can't you?
Yes.
Okay, so that's fine. What we'll say is we have this, which is it's a circular rangefinder, essentially. With your character, what would be in the middle of that? You end up with 5, 10, 15 if it was to go outwards, but you could then also work out where like the squares are. So you've basically got about like, it'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet's worth of cloud.
Okay.
We'll go with that.
Is there any like little markers we could use or something to
Yeah, I
know
imagine
where the
so.
cloud is?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm not sure if we've got individual squares, so what we may have to do is I may have to get around to printing some of those so that we know for future. Unless I've got, as Ian moves away from the table.
It's like
Any
Ian
little small
shows
things?
you this cool thing, and you're like, "Have you got this other cool thing?"
I wanted this.
I want another
thing.
cool thing.
So last year I'm 37.
So what exactly are you doing? You're like puffing a cloud around.
Vaping out.
And I'll blow your dick off.
There's another clip right there for the internet. I will blow your dick off. Wow! You could use these. So these are like little old terrain square tiles that I had.
That'll do.
So I suppose that would lay it all out in front of you, and I would get some more music.
What I want to do is to cover everyone I can in cloud. So, Skelkin, me, Vorag, and Calyx. I don't think I can get TJ.
Well, you could almost use one of those range rulers then to just see if you can put 30 foot across then.
Well, I think they have to be attached to each other.
That's what I mean. You're going to try and create a line with them, yeah?
Yeah.
Give it a go.
I feel like you're making this harder than
I'm not making it harder than it.
So is
Jack's
this-
just placing down some markers to see if we can get a line from.
I can't really get everyone in there. I think what actually I will do is I'll get me, Vorag, and Calyx in it.
Yeah.
Because
Fuck Skelkin, right?
anyone can move into it at any point.
Okay, so this is like a sort of like fog of disguise.
No. I'll let him put it place
Yeah.
down and then he can describe how it looks and everything.
It's a fog.
It's fucking confusing as well. There we go. I'll make a line there. There we go. So like the sort of nanites come from my body, just kind of from all over, just to kind of create this sort of translucent kind of cloud kind of thing, and it looks really fuzzy, and it starts to form over most of the party, and it will hopefully give everyone a chance to evade attacks.
Hey.
So if anyone tries to attack any of us in the cloud, they have a certain percent chance to miss.
Oh, it gives you concealment.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I like this. This is a new mechanic that I love.
nice.
So because I'm a level 1, it gives them a 10% chance to miss. So every time.
Even if you hit with your D20 roll, I then have to roll a D100, and if it's 10% or lower, it misses.
Yes.
Even if it's a crit. It's good. It's what like smoke grenades are for and stuff like that as well.
I can also move the cloud as a move action. Cool, so I've done that. That's my move action as to do the cloud. And then I'd like to take a shot.
You may take the shot.
You still have a +1.
It's not a hit, trust me.
Not enough.
That's a 6 to hit KAC.
That's the pistol, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
And
just
the shot
fuzzied by
goes
my own
wild.
cloud.
Yeah, I think so. But if there's nothing else from yourself,
No, that is everything for me.
Calyx.
There should be like a little thing down there on your like attacks and stuff that tells you.
What are you after?
Okay, just quickly, what does a staggered condition do?
So, staggered condition.
Stagger.
Staggered?
Stagger.
Get out the pub, mate! You're staggered!
It means you can take a single move action or a standard action each round, but not both. Nor can you take full actions. You can still take swift actions, but not reactions. It's essentially the
Like
slow.
slow.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Well, while I try and figure out this other one, because I'm just a bit derpy and can't read a website, apparently.
Dagger that.
I'll get the condition rings out, shall I?
So I want to get there. So that's 15 foot forwards.
Moving out the cloud.
Poop. 15 foot forwards to get there. And then casting, moment's hesitation.
Okay.
Which, again, it's a U to roll, and it's will save 13.
Okay, I need to look something up.
Can I unwill save?
Are you on the creature's side?
No.
Sorry, I've taken both
Mine,
things.
I'm assuming it's gender, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, no, their will save. I mean, if you can.
Chits will save.
Oh, come on. Fortitude, like, plus 19 will save, like, it saves everything. It's
you
a
say
level
that.
1, and it's like, well, no.
Well, the thing that it has is
Fine,
called...
5 feet back into the cloud.
So this is where I need to make a decision, because it's got what's called swarm mind, where they're usually not bothered by mind-altering effects. However,
He's
It's not,
unswarmed.
it's not
he is
near
unswarmed and he is
unswarmed, I
not
like
with the rest of the hive mind, so I'm going to say this goes through.
Okay.
So what's the save?
Will 13.
I make a Willy 13. So 17 on the dice plus 1, so it's going to be an 18.
Back into the clouds.
It's like Homer in the bush.
Yeah, basically.
Sorry, plus 4.
Oh, all right.
My bad.
Oh, it makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, he really beats it.
And like, it's... You feel it take effect, but it like shudders and squeals in your direction as it forces you out of its mind. Anything else from Calyx?
No, I just back into the cloud.
Okay. Well, it didn't like that. So it's going to take a shot at you as this globule of acid begins to charge
I
again.
need my check if you want.
Okay.
Got covered.
You have, so it's a 7 plus 12. So it's a 19 to hit.
No.
Sure, I like cloud.
Obviously.
Would you like to roll a D100?
Yeah,
Since it's your cloud, 10 or lower.
We want a 10 or lower. No, 38.
38.
Well.
Still good, sir.
It's not a crit though, so you're alright. 3 plus
We could do some of these.
3.
with
6
Jane.
points of acid damage.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah, I'm fine.
viscous purples
Absolutely
and
fine.
greens just splatter against you and start to burn. You manage to shake it off so it doesn't stay on there, but Yeah, it's bad. It then...
Oh god, my beautiful axolotl face. Oh god.
Can you hand me the mini, please? Thank you.
It
Okay.
explodes.
Oh, invisible.
No, but it does move away from your guys' line of sight.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
Is it magic?
No, he just went backwards and we can't see it anymore.
Why can't we see it?
Because it's out of line of sight.
So I've taken it off the map so that you don't know where it is.
Oh no.
That's very smart. Whose go is it? Who's offering themselves up
TJ
for...
Squeakerson.
Well, there go any
There you go,
plans I
plan.
had.
So you're measuring up and everything.
Yeah, I was like, right, okay, if I do that, I could do right. Well,
You guys have hurt it, and it's an angry fucker.
okay. Seeing that like most of my compatriots have been obscured by cloud, I'm gonna just sort of like be like, get them, and I am going to duck a little ways, just at the corner of the rock. Just
Let's
to
take about
give
five
myself.
foot of movement to go around
You
there.
get them, I'll hide.
And
Have you still got the camera out at this
I
point?
do still have
Yeah?
the camera out. I can like delay an action.
Yes,
Right.
so to delay an action, well, this one will be holding, because delays your whole turn.
Okay.
Holding an action, you hold an action until it's triggered, just like holding an action in D&D. But if you do so, it will move your initiative order, so when it goes off, that will then become your initiative
Yeah.
turn. So,
Oh, I also, yeah, because I can't. Actually, no, I can't do a get 'em and move, can I? Because it's a move action.
no,
with
you
get 'em.
can't. Well done.
So.
I would give you another cred stick, but I've already given you 2.
And I'm hoarding.
So you work harder for another one.
Okay, fine.
But well done on calling yourself on rules on that one. That's pretty good.
Yeah, so I've done my get 'em. Yeah, I will hold myself then until it reappears.
For a shot, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You are holding, and I will write that on your thing.
Are you saying that Steph's not getting a cred stick because she's already the best student, even though if the worst students in the class had done the same thing, they would have got one?
Yes. I would have...
That is so anti-favoritism.
I don't want to be accused of favouritism, so I'm not giving her another one.
It's okay,
So,
I've got 2.
You know, I think that Steph can elevate her level of playing to beyond what she's already doing, and you know, you guys are doing well.
Don't tell a formerly
bet-
gifted and talented kid that. That's just like,
Yeah.
I must work for praise.
Yes.
I need outside validation.
Please.
Dynatech cares.
Tiny
You want that promotion? You're working just a little. I mean, you've done everything we've asked, but we're just like a little bit more.
I'll work weekends.
As Vorag.
You can spend.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
10
I mean,
minutes.
he's pissed. He's really pissed off. He's going to start running.
Bye.
Run, Vorag, run!
Could you measure for me how far it takes to get to the container?
25.
Yeah.
Okay, can you see if it's 30 feet straight this way for me then, please?
30 feet.
As if he were to go here. Cool, can you put him here, please? Could you put that, please, on the very end corner, just over there? No, on the actual container itself. And then slightly to that corner. There you go, just there. It's round here! You'll take the shot. What's the range increment? Actually, no, he's got 90 feet, so I'm sure it can hit.
Yeah.
Come on, Rolls! Do him well!
That this is the best it's got.
Is it again?
Nice.
It's one better than last time.
It's a 6 on the dice, I think.
It's a 4 on the dice.
4, not 6.
Plus
Jesus.
5.
With
So-
the +1.
Oh, with a +1, it's a 10. And again,
Oh my
this
god.
round goes up and goes past.
Vorag is cursed.
He is actually cursed.
Despite rolling the best stats of anyone.
Yeah.
It's just a shame. It is.
It's the balance. The
Yeah.
balance.
It is.
But he points out to you and lets you know that it is. He's like, it's on the containers! It's trying to move round. Skelkin.
Yes, I'm totally serious.
Battle again.
I'm trying to get it to focus because I'm trying to use that to see, because I can't.
Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't like that particular thing.
No, hates it, didn't it?
Try, yeah, I was going to say, try focusing at the same distance
Hello.
somewhere.
Hello.
See the D&D notes.
For podcast listeners, we've got a nice close-up of Ian's hands.
You just unfocused when it got to the... Unacceptable.
I mean, if any better camera companies want to sponsor us for our debut
What if
campaign.
you go from, like, closer?
I wonder.
No, because it was fine up there. And then down, it's like, no. No, I clearly don't do makeup vlogs anyway. I'm going to go around here.
Okay.
And use that as cover.
Assuming on the rear edge here.
Yeah, I don't have a choice really, do I? That's all I can do. Unless I dash, and I don't quite fancy doing that.
Oh, it's ever so slightly better, and then it.
Yeah!
Hey!
Oh, no. Hey!
Nobody breathe.
Oh, I think the camera's breathing.
It really struggles with those containers. I think it's just like they're slightly similar colours. Podcast so we're just fucking around with the camera now.
Right. Are you doing
Anyway,
anything else?
So Skelkin, you're moving around the south of those containers, yeah?
Yeah.
I am. I'm going to hold an action for when this thing or one of its similar looking mates comes anywhere near me.
Okay. You can hold an attack action and wait, because you can't really see it from where you are. If that's that, we'll move to the top of the round with Kaz. You currently can't see it, but you know with Borag and Skelkin moving around either side.
How hurt are you looking, Calyx?
Quite bad.
Alrighty then. Let me just double check this. 5 times. Okay. I will spend a swift action to nanite surge
Yeah,
and reactive repair,
yeah.
and I can use my cloud to heal anyone in it.
Oh.
He's been waiting for 4 episodes to use this. He specifically took
Sounds so
this.
good. Okay.
I super appreciate this.
So the clouds are kind of like the cloud kind of gets a little bit more dense around you and starts to kind of treat your wounds a little bit.
Oh, thank you.
And little nanites are like sort of stitching up. So
Emily. It's all a blur anyway.
for 1 minute or until the target begins, or until you leave the cloud, you gain fast healing 1. Except for the
Have one of those instead of a question. Fast healing 1, yeah?
Yeah.
Every round you heal 1 point.
every round you get 1 hit point
As long as I stay in the cloud.
or stamina point. Yes. Or adjacent to it. You can come out the cloud if you're adjacent to it. But
Still
when you start
counts.
leaving that. But you also get 1 temporary hit point as well every time.
Oh, nice.
So you've got like a regeneration thing going on.
It helps.
It-
And as
it's a
he
little
levels up, it gets really
Yeah, yeah,
fucking
yeah,
good.
yeah.
It gets real tasty, doesn't it?
Yeah. It's nice to just put it on and then continue fighting.
You can also drag a downed party member into it and it starts healing them.
Yeah.
It's like a...
Shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fucking great. So,
Okay, that was my swift action. So I've still got move action and action. Right? Am I yes, I am. Where do I go? I can't really leave the cloud, otherwise Kelly's not going to get thingied.
Can you move the cloud with you?
I
takes
can
a
move the
movement.
cloud as a move action.
would it stay in place if you left it?
Yes, but I promise I can't go 10 feet away from it, otherwise it
Disperses.
disperses and comes back to me.
I'll put these condition markers away, down.
Well, I can move with you.
Is it the same thing as a
It'll be quite slow.
A consecration?
Like,
No.
concentration?
No, not quite.
Okay.
okay, so
I mean-
Vorag pointed out,
Yeah, he
he
said,
says
like...
other side of the containers has come around.
Yeah.
I would like to lob a frag grenade over.
Nice.
Over the top.
Great. Is there a range how far you can throw those?
I did say 20 feet. And that's definitely not within 20 foot.
But I mean, I will let you have an athletics check.
That's like,
And because So for grenades, when you throw them,
60-ish,
usually throw them at a grid intersection, and it's against AC 5. Should you miss that, they then go wild and they go in different places.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to, I would say that Cass can throw a grenade over there. I will up the DC.
Okay. Alright.
I mean, how many range increments is it over? So it's what?
I think it's about 60 foot.
60 foot. So what?
It's
That's
like triple the
so
range.
DC is 15.
Okay. Alright.
If you don't hit that,
Yeah.
I then get to roll a D8 and see which direction it goes,
Okay.
and then by how far.
Okay.
Can I help to make sure I don't die?
You're out of the way. You're fine.
Okay.
Well, at the point I got a -3.
And a +1.
And a plus
And
one.
a plus one.
In that case. For fuck's sake.
I very much. I like the risk.
Oh, yeah.
I like. It's a big risk versus
Okay.
reward.
Welcome
Oh.
to the Cred Club.
Thank you.
Great, he puts our lives at risk and gets a fucking red stick.
Yeah.
Oh, you're... Damn it, that's a 14.
14.
Oh.
Okay. So it's going to be.
Minus.
I've got... Because I'm
If
not
the
actually
target
proficient.
is
in those.
So it's going to be
Oh,
one square
fuck's
away.
sake, why have you got any?
So it's going to be 5 foot away from it.
Yeah.
Can you roll me a D8, please? An 8. Sorry, a 1 is towards me.
Yep.
And then we're going around the clock.
8.
8. So it's essentially going to be this corner of the.
Like down here.
No, because actually there's a whole other 5 foot before it drops off. So it would land on the side there. What's the blast radius on the frag grenade?
Blast radius 15 foot. So
So it's still going to hit.
Whee!
Yeah.
So I now need to make a reflex
Go for it.
saving throw.
What?
I hope you failed.
I can't remember. I think so.
Shitted man.
+7. 8 + 7 for a 15.
No.
So it says save DC 8, which seems really low. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So nothing.
Does it say half damage or anything?
It's not giving me very much information on it.
Okay. We'll call it half damage for now because I think
Okay.
that's fair, and then we'll look into that later on.
Yeah.
So roll the damage. We'll half it
All right.
as it goes to kick the grenade away and off the edge, knowing full well what it is.
Okay. It's a 6.
So 3 points of piercing damage
Yep.
as this thing.
I'll take it.
You all hear the explosion. Anything else from you, Cass?
Sorry, there's so much I can do it. I do want to try and move my cloud.
So you can move now. Yeah?
As a move action, I think I can move it.
And hey, we're still learning classes.
Yeah.
So it's fine. And like, you know, if people are like, oh, you can do this, it's like, it's fine. He's an idiot. He's not, actually. Jack usually knows his class and characters very, very well.
I can't find it right now, so I won't do
Yeah,
that. I'll
absolutely
leave that
fine.
as is. Yeah.
Calyx,
Scan the cloud.
staying in the cloud, so you get your fast healing 1.
Yeah, I think like I will do telekinet. Seeing you lob the thing, I will lob a thing,
Oh god.
but
Put your space
I'm a
curling
bad
to
master.
well, yeah, basically. So, but it's close range or close 25 feet. So I'm just gonna hit the, you know, the thing. Like there's an attempt, but it just hits the.
Container. Oh, so you're like RP-wise just lobbing a rock at the container.
Well, I mean, it's actually a legitimate spell, but it's got a range of 25 feet, so it's fucking useless, and I can't do anything else. So yeah, I'm just lobbing a rock at the container.
Okay. Is that an actual spell or is that like a cantrip?
It's a cantrip.
Level 0, okay, cool. Because as I say, mark that fucking spell slot off.
I have been.
No, I just meant if it's more than a level 0. You know, spend those resources. I love it.
And I'll, yeah. Be
Anything else? Just staying where you are.
Well, I mean, I would like to heal. That acid did a lot of fucking damage on me.
You are a squish. But if you're not going anywhere, this squeals. It's taken 2 shots. It can't see where the grenade came from. It can't see Skelkin. But it can see Vorag.
Oh no.
Oh, poor boy.
Oh,
Oh no.
He's a soldier. They are supposed to take down,
That's true.
tank it.
That's
Tanky
true.
tank.
What's their speed? $40 foot. Can I have the measurer, please?
You may have the measurer.
From... No, I don't know why I'm doing this. can I get... So that one's slightly different. That one you can do from the very edge because it's only 30 foot long.
Yep. And then
30, 40 would take him to the other side of the container. Could you put him on this corner here, please? TJ, you can see him.
I can see him. Pew pew!
Take a shot. Can you check the ranging coming from TJ, please?
So my laser goes up to 80 feet.
Cool. Yeah, perfect.
nice.
That's not gonna work though. That's only gonna be 7.
Misses.
Yeah.
Pew,
fuck you!
Pew pew, fuck you.
Actually keeps you in the same place.
Yeah.
So, even better. It's got to do it. It can't get any further. Yeah. It's an unnatural 20 to hit. Oh, it also didn't take his corrode damage on the last round.
Oh, that's very true.
Oh, that's 4 points.
Oh God, no!
That face says it all.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Vorak, get in the clouds!
Get in the cloud!
Get in the clouds! Vorak!
Get in the cloud! Where did the Scottish come from?
Get in the cloud!
Out of everyone that we could drag into that cloud, Vorag is the last person that I want
Well,
to
he
see.
moved.
He's doing all right. He's not in hit points yet, but the acid burns, and then it hits again.
How long did that last? Like 2 rounds or something, was it?
Yeah, so we've got another round of it.
Just get in the cloud, Vorak.
Now he's in hit points.
Get in the cloud.
You need cake.
Chili bite.
What did you spend before hit points then?
Yes. Stamina.
Stamina points and hit points.
Oh!
Stamina points recover a lot quicker. The other ones do not.
So would for the acid damage I've taken stamina points.
Stamina first, then hit points.
Oh!
You doing all right, are you?
That's better than I thought I was. I was just like, well, I'm about to die.
Vorak's going to do what Vorak does best. He is going to basically run up to the container, do an athletics check to jump and try and pull the fucker off and down onto the ground. 17.
Okay.
Can you put them both prone on the ground, please?
Put them on top of each other.
Oh, not loud!
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You watch him like run. His rifle is slung, so he just like looses it and it hangs down by his back.
Okay.
He like parkours up, grabs it, and then just launches back. This will be classed as an unarmed strike against it. He is technically proficient as well. It will take 4 damage at least, as the unarmed strike doesn't hit. He will also take 4 damage. 5 points of 4 damage for both of them. Vorag looks bad.
Okay.
No.
But he's like just angry now. He's like trying to tear at it, and it's trying to tear at him. Skelken, you are held, but you cannot see it. What would you like to do?
Can we imagine like an action scene?
Please do.
I'm just
Yeah.
feeling it. I've
Go
gone
on, go
around
on.
the corner. I can see nothing in front of me, but I clearly heard that
Oh,
happen.
for fucking sure.
So looking up along the containers as I am full pelt running, and I'm gonna just dash until.
Okay, so dash in Starfinder, you get 4 times your movement.
Way.
Okay.
So that's one lot.
So because you're essentially sprinting, so you take a full round, your full action, which is your movement, your action, and your swift, to go 40 feet. It has to be in a straight line, or until you then go to turn.
Oh, then we don't need to dash because I don't want to be right next to it.
Well, that was 60 foot already.
Yeah, that's double. Ian said
Yeah.
I get 4.
Yeah,
see.
but it's as much of a straight line as possible until you have to turn.
Oh.
At that point,
Oh, okay. So I have to dash this way or over here.
I will double check that, just to be sure, because under actions and then full
That doesn't really
actions,
make a fat lot of sense.
move action, standard, full actions, charge it is called. Charging is a full action, allows you to move up to double your speed, and make a melee attack at the end of the movement. You can draw a weapon during oh, that's a charge, that's why. So you can melee in a straight line. Run, however, you can run as a full action. When you run, you can move up to 4 times your speed in a straight line.
I don't want to do that. So
You can run that way and then you can be kind of in the cloud as well as being hidden.
I don't need to be in the crowd.
Well, I'm just saying, like you.
I'm like.
Well, what do you
I
fucking
was going to
clown?
say, if you did
Just
run
listen.
this way, you would be in line to like
Fine, yeah,
go.
you just straight line as well.
I'm just seeing from this side where I feel like it's a full
Okay.
thing and it's not. But I don't know what this side looks like until I do it, so
Yeah.
I'm scoping it out.
Alright.
I think that's very much you playing in your character to go, actually,
That's
no,
fine.
she would run that way.
Yeah.
I'm going to be generous. We're doing it
Look at
again.
this today.
Because you're doing something that's anti-meta. For people at home, I'm throwing cred sticks, my podcast system, I'm throwing cred sticks out. These obviously will act as essentially advantage, disadvantage. However, I'm not usually this generous, but people are playing against themselves or doing things that I think are good RP things, and they deserve them for such things. Except Steph, who now needs to win my appraisal on a higher level.
God, it hurts
So-
so bad.
Do you
But you want it.
Oh, but I want it so good.
Can I if I charge, can I stop at any point, or do I have to do the full thing?
I believe you can stop at any
Really? Yeah,
point.
it's up to-
Charging Splash allows you to move up to
Yeah.
double your speed.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go any more than is convenient.
No.
So you stay.
But
in
if I can't turn, I can't turn. Yeah.
Charging carries tight restrictions on how you can move. You must move at least 10 feet, 2 squares. All movement must be directly towards the designated opponent. Yeah. So if you go to turn, then that's the end of the charge.
Are you done?
Yeah. I mean, I'm slightly wishing I stayed behind it, but I'm done.
I don't think it, or you can see each other.
Not
If that's the
yet.
end of your go, we're back to the top of the round. We're Kaz.
Okay.
Kaz Umbra. The Umbra of Kaz.
It's definitely in vision, isn't it?
Oh, fuck yeah, he is.
Fuck yeah. Okay. Okay. Just thinking. I think.
Stage whispers.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking to myself here.
He's not doing anything. He's going. ASMR.
It's prone.
It is prone.
Is there any benefit to range attacking when someone prone? There isn't. There's nothing, is there? Okay.
That felt good.
It gets a better AC.
Yeah. I don't want to leave the cloud.
You're right.
Can't say it too much.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah. We like this a bit too much.
I'm going to do full action. Pyong pyong.
Yeah, 2 shots
Pew,
with the pistol. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a -4
Yeah.
for each shot. But you get 2 fucking shots.
Okay.
Two fucking shots.
Two fucking shots.
Take the fucking shot, lad!
Okay, go on, Scott. Skin.
Emily, do you want this as you're further away?
Yes. No, I have one.
Ah, okay.
I just
13
forgot it was a
KAC.
laser
13
instead of a pen.
KAC. That's -4, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
It also gets a +4 because it's prone against range attacks.
Oh, so it has a bonus.
To defending, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought you meant you get +2 attack if you're prone. I was like,
Right,
no, you
okay.
don't.
That's fine. I'll carry on with it. I
Yeah.
said I would do it. Get better-ish. 15
KAC?
KAC.
Miss. I'm afraid.
Bugger.
Oh.
I think it's just me trying to hit the thing, but also trying to avoid Vorag
Yeah.
while they're like tumbled around, like getting off the container.
Yeah, and that's something I do love, by the way, guys. If you want to describe to me how you miss, absolutely fine. Usually I would say like a shot is on target and it hits armor and stuff like that. But if you're like, yeah, actually, I'm really cautious about like where Vorag is, so I'm sort of like just peppering the ground.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
I will then use my move action to move the cloud.
Yeah.
I saw how it worked out. I can move it in any sort of way I want, but one of the squares has to stay the same.
Yes.
So I'll keep the one that's on Calyx, and then kind of move it into a line.
If we say K is a square, then you can just leave it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just so I can. There you go. So I'm out of it, but I'm trying to make the cloud as close to Vorag.
Awesome. As it creeps its way there, trying to do the heal, like feeling its way out, the nanite surging.
Yeah. I'm done.
You're not done, mate. Don't
Well-
say that. Kalex, you're up.
I'm done in.
Alright, well,
Aren't we all?
Say that again.
should make me now within 25 feet, still in the Nenet cloud. And you know what? I'm going to try telekinetic projectile again.
Okay.
But now I'm actually within range. I assume there's like little squiggly rocks
Oh,
and
yeah,
stuff.
little stones and pebbles and stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. I up one that looks like it's under 5 pounds in weight.
Yeah, easy.
Whatever 5 pounds even looks like. I don't know. This American weightage. Weightage. Can we have it in kilograms as
about
well,
that.
please? For next time for 2E, can we have a metric and imperial? Because I don't know what a pound looks like.
Paizo, don't listen to them. I really like the complicated sums and the.
I literally have no concept what like
a
pound looks like. Just
But Emily straight in there like, you got fucking bones.
fucking half a kilogram.
Have you
I
seen Tamsin's
assume.
cranberry? It looks like a tank's driven over it.
I have actually had cars run over my phone, so
Okay, we'll have a bet, guys, because
Oh, here we go.
my guess was 2 kilos.
Or for a pound.
£5 pounds.
I guess
£5
5 pounds
£5
was
1
half
kilo.
a kilo.
I'm going 1 kilo.
Kilo.
And 2, okay.
The tension.
Oh, dun 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 dun.
Do you want to roll
The
one?
chat's going to.
Yeah, do you want to?
2.2 kilograms.
Oh,
We're so good at
That's a lot of bags of sugar.
See.
Was that fixed just because I knew the answer?
No.
No.
I
We should
literally
bet.
don't even know what
Did
I
I know
add
the
if I add
answer?
anything.
So you should have a spell, yeah? Read out the whole spell.
Okay. You fling an unattended object weighing up to 5 pounds or 2.2 kilograms at the target, making a ranged attack against its KAC. If you hit, you deal 1d6 bludgeoning damage to both the target
So it's a
and
ranged
the
attack.
object. Yes.
So you need to add your dex modifier and your base attack bonus. Or if there's like a spell attack in there.
See, I'm not just being stupid in that I'm not
I don't
seeing
think it helps that
this.
it's like real.
It's
kind of
real
small.
fucking small.
Yeah.
So
Absolute menace.
if we go to.
Yeah, this is what I mean. There's just nothing.
So there's the range.
Yeah, that's the that's
Yeah.
how close I need to be.
Yeah, +2.
+2. Right. Well, it's probably going to miss. So, 11.
Dings off the container. Ting!
Oh.
You see Vorag and like this beast-like bug just like writhing on the ground. You just think it's sexy time, are you?
Fuck it. Right.
Are you doing alright there?
You'll find it when you look
5, 10, 15. Actually, that's all I can do. There we go.
You'll see it and you'll be angry.
Oh, it was my ass out as I moved around.
Silly.
Skelcon was being a twat.
That's... Hey, as long as my ass wasn't out, I'm fine. So, anyway... Anything else from Calyx?
I'll just move forwards.
Okay.
I'm still in the cloud, so...
You still healing, yeah?
You at 1 temporary, 1
One
stamina, yeah.
Let's withdraw.
No.
Yeah.
But we haven't
We've gone
killed
this
you
long.
yet.
Yeah, but I think it's not dumb, and it's a good killer. It's going to do a full action to withdraw.
Will Vorag get an opportunity?
No, because withdraw is like disengage.
Ah, okay.
It's going to stand up, and it's going to get about that far.
Okay. Things must be done here.
That's all it can do.
You can see it.
It is a full action to
I
withdraw.
see it, but my weapons are all less footed than my weapon.
Were you holding? No, because you went around the corner, didn't you?
Yeah, I held the last one. I
But not
take
this
it.
time.
It only works for 1 round.
Yes, until the start of your next go. To which end? TJ Squeakerson.
Oh, I'm gonna do something really stupid.
Deal it!
We like stupid. Come on.
Okay, right, let me just check. I'm gonna charge.
Yes!
Whoa.
Do it!
So,
Oh shit! Yes!
briefcase at the ready.
Oh no. My
So it's like swerve and wheeling over
With my
full power.
all
Rayman
those
punch.
years on the hamster wheel, my little legs going 10 to the dozen. I'm gonna charge
right up to it.
Right up to him.
Yes, you
You don't get the trick attack because it's a
No,
charge.
I know, and I get it's a -2 to the attack roll, isn't it?
So I will quickly look up charge just to make sure. Full action charge. Charge as full action allows you to make a move up to your double your speed and make a melee attack at the end of your movement. You can draw a weapon during the charge. If your attack bonus is at least +1, it's fine, you're already doing it. Charging carries attack restrictions. Attacking on a charge. After you're moving, you can make a single melee attack. You take a -2 to the attack.
And a +- to my
AC until the start of your next turn. So essentially you're flat-footed and off target.
Yeah. These magical sticks of wonder.
Oh.
Do I have to use one pre-roll?
Yes.
In that case, I'm going to use it pre-roll to give myself
Yeah.
advantage.
Don't throw them!
But look how good that was.
That was a good catch, right?
It was a great catch. So I'm going to try and smack him in the face. Okay, that was good. But yeah, okay.
Hey.
That is going to be a dirty little 20.
Dirty 20! For an 18 against KAC.
Oh. So it's going to be a smack with the briefcase. That's going to be 3 points as I kind of, my tiny little hamster body uppercuts in with the Dynatech briefcase. And I hope it leaves a little imprint of the Dynatech logo.
Yes!
Wow. If that takes
Whack.
that'll be funny.
And it's not dead. I can tell you now. It's not fucking dead. But it's really hurt.
And as I'm kind of doing it, I'm going to be calling out to my compatriots, "Get Vorag!"
Awesome. Vorag. Watching this thing get away and like he wasn't able to swipe at it. He's just like, don't get me, get it! Man, it's his movement to stand up. But he has got his rifle and he has got a base attack bonus of +1, which means he can draw his rifle back out and he can take the shot. It's time to come in clutch, Vorag.
Come on.
It's my big dice.
Come on, baby girl. Is it a very no?
So 3 again. 3, 4,
Oh
3.
my god!
What the hell?
Vorag is officially
That is
cursed.
actually insane.
I feel bad. Like, he screams. She's like, ah! And like just,
Borax.
Oh,
yeah, just like
buddy.
in anger, just like launches the rifle at his fucking enemy. He can't do anything else. Skelkin Shaw.
I can. And I'm really hoping I can charge this time. I put myself in prime spot.
You did, and absolutely you can charge.
But I really hope I can make it with the.
So 60 foot.
And I have the rulers. to
Yeah.
use. Thank you. It's looking like
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Come on!
Get him.
But
Yeah!
because we couldn't work out this fucking sword, I don't have it equipped.
Okay, I'll go find it now. It was the Acolyte, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's from the armory, wasn't it?
Stab him in the kidney.
Wait, no. Wait, is curved sword the same as scimitar? Because I've got scimitar. That might be why I couldn't find a fucking curved sword. Because it's a scimitar.
Yeah,
I mean, they
think
are
that
the
could
same.
be
Yeah.
a-
Curved sword, aren't they?
It's scimitar. Very, very different things alphabetically.
Okay, let's just see if I can add it in here just to make sure. Because this could be very good. It's already missing an arm. That was prevalent before the fight.
Okay.
And
So it's like a weakened state.
yes.
Oh bugger.
Oh no.
Blaze scimitar. I feel like that's not the same thing, is it?
Is it not?
Blaze scimitar acolyte. Sounds about right.
Depends what level it was.
10.
Nice try! Hand me back the other grip stick.
No, it's
It's a
mine.
level 2 item.
That's the one.
That's not, that's not
Two-handed.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, can I swap weapons whilst I'm charging?
I would have said that you were getting ready to do it,
I think
and
that's part of the thing anyway. You can draw.
yes, you can draw it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you've got a
Base attack
+1
plus
to your
1.
Can I
baba.
buy it
Add
for
to him,
nothing?
Just say it to him.
Yeah.
You don't.
but then...
Go back on your page. Go up. And then click on that bit there. Then you want to go to your inventory.
This playlist is fire, man.
This is just my combat sci-fi one. Do you want to hear the boss one?
And
No.
then you want to click the little blue box.
Could you go?
We can barely.
I've got a jazz nightclub one. But if there's combat in a jazz nightclub.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
I like that. A little bit of
Very Cowboy
dancing.
Bebop.
Love it.
And there should be there.
I cannot deal with this. I've got 2 of them now.
It's
Fine.
fake.
We'll sort that out later.
So I've got -1 to attack for some reason, but...
-2 to your attack for a charge.
It's -1 just on her character sheet.
Oh, on charge.
No,
No, as in just
just
with that
-1.
Oh, because it's strength.
yes. I think it's a strength.
It's a
weapon.
strength-based weapon.
I don't think that's worth it then. Sorry for wasting your time.
That's fine. No, we're
I
still
get
learning.
out my survival knife instead.
Stab him.
And run at them with your survival knife.
Yeah.
Absolutely fine.
Do it.
So which
Roll it.
end then? Let's double check that trick attack. Can you move double your speed or up to your speed? If you go to actions on your character sheet. Oh no, it's in class features, isn't it? If it says up to double your speed.
I'm gonna have to read this from the beginning. You can trick or startle a foe and then attack when she drops her guard. As a full action, you can move up to your speed.
Up to your speed, so it's only, yeah. That's what I needed to know. But if you want to charge up and just do a standard attack, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it. Roll it.
18, but it's plus something.
Dex, because you're an operative.
Wait, it says +3 in the attack, so it's
Yeah.
already 21.
Okay, then you minus your 2.
For the charge.
19. It hits.
Roll the damage.
Oh, we're kissing
Come
the
on.
dice.
Come on.
7.
Oh.
How'd you kill it?
Yes. Well, considering it's got these hard protective covers, I'm assuming there's always like a flashy bit under
Oh,
the chest.
for sure.
I think I'm just going to straight up dance for Orag.
I like it.
Friendship.
Ah! And it like stumbles. This acid's just like pouring out of it, and it goes prone on the floor. And you are left. Dust being kicked up all around,
Amazing.
and out of initiative.
I'm gonna run to Vorag.
Yeah.
Can I
Dragging
get out
Vorag
the
into
first
the clouds.
I'm gonna grab the first aid kit.
Don't say it.
Don't.
Can
All he says is like he looks at you.
and I'm just gonna do the zip lips and literally just get out a little bandage. Can I do a first aid on him?
Of course
Can
you
it
can.
be one without Dynatech logo all over it? Because
hang
I
on.
think that might finish him off.
18.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna put on a little, just like patch him up a little bit. I'm not gonna say a word. Turn my back, and just so he can't hear me. Don't take us.
Does that give any healing?
I don't know.
I don't care.
I just want to look past her. I'm just first aid trained.
Does it actually say on the med kit if you've got one?
I don't know, mate.
Oh, okay, right. We'll have to look that one up.
I
To
can
be
do
honest.
healing.
If you've still got the cloud active, how long can you leave that for?
That is a very good point. Blah, 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 blah.
Because you can all do short rests and stuff like that if you need to.
Yeah, cloud.
Out here in the open.
That's twice I've like got to have the last shot, even though I've done nothing for the rest of it. Thanks, guys.
So it maintains it constantly until I either change it, go unconscious, or end my turn 10 feet away from it. So other than that, it will stay as is.
Wow, it doesn't say like for 10 minutes or anything like that.
Nope.
Wow. I mean, you could spend.
So
I'm just
A couple
dragging
of, like-
Vorag
Carry
into
it
the
with us
a
cloud.
couple of
I
move
might need
actions,
it.
like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, kind of thing.
And
We
are you
can
guys
slowly amble to the ship.
are you guys wanting to spend a short rest here and spend some resolve points to get your stamina points back, or?
I think
Should we amble
Not
to the
yet.
ship
Yeah.
rather than in the open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
So you're going to go to the ship 1st? Yeah.
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 But there's another life form in the ship, you're aware.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
So we just go careful, hope for the best, and if not, we'll just, yeah. Just do it. Like, and Big DJ's like, pupils are like really
to any healing to Vorag at this point.
Kalix, would you like to take Vorag back to our ship?
I think he will be fine as long as my nanites get to work on him for at least a minute.
Yeah.
Let's chill for a minute and we'll just look out everywhere to make sure there's nothing else.
Is it just stamina points? Do they get hit points as well?
I think it's just stamina points. He gets one every round, so 6 seconds.
I can do...
For a minute, so technically 10 stamina points.
I can heal hit points.
Okay, he's back up to full stamina points then, within a minute.
Yep.
Is he looking like he needs
rough, though.
hit points?
Yeah, out of 13, I'd say 2. If like on a scale of like 0 to 30.
Yeah. I'll spin some more
me.
silk and make like a little sort of tourniquet bandage, little wrap bandage for him, and that's 5 points per mister, so just 5 points at the moment.
While this is going on, can I be keeping an eye out for any signs of movement?
You can perception check, please.
Skilcon wouldn't be
That's a
hanging about.
natural 1.
Now 1, first one of the night.
For a 6.
Joe?
Seems clear, buddy.
Oh, he's been so good though this time.
Are you
Yeah,
going
it's
to
been
give him
alright.
that one?
Jack,
I
are
think
you
it's
Enough to
not
give you that.
keeping that up for a minute? Did you say?
I
The
forget
healing on
that.
Vorag, yes.
Okay.
I don't think there's a limit how many people I can heal at once.
Yeah, okay.
think.
Basically, I'm just going. Can I full stamina points?
You'd get the full 10 you would get from the beginning.
10. Ah.
It seems clear, though. TJ.
Everything's fine.
Anything from anybody else?
Yes. I will not be hanging around here because I'm very antsy.
Okay.
So I might go and
Inspect the ship. Okay.
I will withdraw my cloud once I know everyone's had their time.
Well, while you're doing that and you go to inspect the ship then, are you just going, like, so you know there's like a back hatch which is actually round there. That's the only entry point you can see from the ground.
so you can't see the front.
You can go around it and you can see there, but the only entry point on the underside of the ship is at the back.
But the only entry point, but I could see it in the front if I walked round.
If you got high enough, you got to remember it's on like feet and then it's raised up, so it's like 20, 25 foot above you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just fucking go in.
Just fucking go in.
I want to go in that one.
Yeah, you climb into the front of it. Give me a perception check.
Zoom out so we can see the ship.
Yeah, I just got that one. So. Let's go to over here.
24.
24. You climb inside the small red one on the camera, near the nuggets, and it's littered with dried corpses of Vesk. Half of them melted together, some of them torn apart. There are other bits of chitinous carapace, like the beast that you've just killed, also on the inside. There was a lot of fighting done in here, but it is just torn apart and is basically a ship that has been sundered.
So you're saying there's nothing in the cupboards?
No, it's been
There
so
are no
long and everything's been hit with
rations.
acid or bullets and different rounds that there's nothing of working use to you in this vessel.
So I've gone through this whole ship and there is not one thing. Oh, that's going to aggravate me and I'll probably like smack something in anger and just like rip a piece of the metal off just for the sake of
I got a metal panel!
I mean, yeah, you absolutely can do that, but it's like, yeah, so much acid has been fired around in here that...
Fucking 24 and you get nothing. I'm taking some of the shit with me.
If there's nothing there, there's nothing there.
I'm probably with this chunk of metal go and smash this guy's face in a bit more.
Yeah, you just watch Skull can come over then and just start getting murder hobo in this thing's
I'm gonna
face.
turn the camera off for a second.
But yeah, if you,
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
it's on you guys.
I don't think he can answer you right now.
BRB.
Go
So, yeah.
towards the ship and
Let's see who this other
Yeah.
life sign is.
Friend or foe?
can I do this with people I don't
I
know?
like that. That's the title name if I write them.
There we go.
Friend or foe.
Friend or foe? Yeah, to the ship.
Yeah.
As you move over this way, I will point out as well, there is another entranceway to like a half-buried ship.
Okay.
That's what this particular door is over here.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have described it in combat because I wanted to wait till the end to point that one out. So just see where there is another
thing
there. But yeah, you can move your way to the back of the ship, and with that, you can.
Knock, knock.
Yeah, there's clearly powered down state of ship. There's no thrusters on, there's no hum of any internal combustion or any of the power cores.
In a good state otherwise?
Yeah. Okay. There's damage, but it's like...
Yeah, it's not wrecked, it's just...
No, you see like... Give me a perception. Everybody give me a perception check.
Can we dock the Joan onto that one and steal that? Oh, that didn't work, but it was an 18.
Outside of the tray, right? So,
once.
And that was a miss as well.
23.
Oh, shit. 16.
10.
okay, then.
Sorry, I accidentally clicked. I think it's a 25.
So, as you guys move over, first thing that becomes apparent is as you tread on this soft sand,
27.
now that you're out of danger and you've got time to look around, there are bodies here. There are old Vesk warriors, there are more of these swarm beings. There was a huge battle here. And something that piques your attention a bit more so, is a bit more relevant as you move towards the back of the ship, is 3 or 4 of the swarm bodies seem fresher. And they're lying on the ground, completely lifeless, they're dead. One of them looks horrendously torn apart. Another one looks like the top half of its head is missing. The other one is like pocked with holes. And there is a purplish globule on the ground in that area, along with like blood splats and stuff like that as well, that have dried into the sand and have like formed these like weird little darkened balls.
Can I... No, go on.
I was just going to ask a question. You can do something first, it's fine.
Can I detect magic on the purple globule?
Yeah, you cast a spell.
Just in case.
Acid C, innit?
You cast detect magic.
I don't know what it is.
Apart from the magical items that anybody might be wearing, nothing magical on it or out here.
No unexpected effects expected.
The atmosphere. We're no armour. We're...
You can breathe here. There is an atmosphere.
Maybe we should go around this thing.
It's about this big.
Does it look organic or kind of like
Yes, but dried up.
synthetic?
Does
Okay.
it look exactly like a dried up version of the globule Acid C on the other planet?
No.
Throw a rock at it.
Okay.
Good test, I like it.
I mean, Calyx, you're the rock thrower.
Yeah, apparently I bloody am.
Why don't you curl at it?
It's sort of...
I am not using one of my curling stones.
Oh, use a normal one.
I'm not going to give you an attack roll or anything because I think she say it hits. Like, it kind of like moves, but it's dried out slightly.
Doesn't do anything.
Nope.
Rock doesn't dissolve. Rock
Nope.
doesn't explode.
Nope.
Stress ball.
I think it would be... Insert word here that means unsmart. To assume that whatever we face next is the same. Considering the
What?
bodies.
Why don't we just go and knock on the door?
Yeah.
I think we.
It could be one of your. It
Could be
your
a survivor.
guy. It could be the pilot, the chief, the.
Is this all just by the...
It's all in and around the back, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna go knock on it.
Yeah.
Chung, 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 chung. Hello?
We're from the Starfinder and Dynatech.
Can I do can I do something with my pad? Can I like scan or something?
Yes.
I would like to do that.
So you
Can't
begin
you just
to...
unlock it?
Well, I just want to see if
You don't really have a scan function to scan for things inside,
Yeah.
but what you can do is you could try and access their computer to turn things on, or you can try and basically hack into their system.
I would like to hack in and
Yeah.
maybe access like cameras or something. Like,
Well, give me the hacking check first, and we'll talk about what's inside if you make it. So I'm going to bring up the ship
is that
sheet.
computers check? Yeah.
Yes, you need to make a computers check.
is a 16.
Okay. There is emergency power on, which means that somebody's shut down the main power. With that, you then begin to access some of the onboard computer, and you begin to flick things on, and you have choices. You can turn power on, you can turn the AI back on as that's switched off, you can turn the weapon systems on, you can turn life support on, everything is off.
Okay.
But you can start activating systems, you could unlock doors, you have access to the central computer.
Can you activate the comms so we can...
Can you open the door?
Can you like an in-ship comms kind of thing?
Yeah.
I'll turn that on.
Turn that on.
We're from the Starfinder Society. We're here to help. Are you alive in there? Can you respond? We're friendly.
A worded message comes back up on your pad. It says, "Hello, I am Steve. I am the ship AI."
Okay. Steve.
Is an AI a life form?
Oh, we're going to go into that. It could be an AGI.
Crew on board dead.
Mm-hmm.
No. No, Steve.
Where are the rest of the crew?
Oh. Well, we need to know who's on board and who's dead and who we're looking for.
So is the AI activated now, or is it
Yes.
just responding because I put our comms on?
So you've activated it, and because you've communicated it, it's
Gotcha.
awoken it.
Can you tell me who is missing from the ship?
There's a pause, and then for a few moments, missing is Gunner, Adric Iron Fist,
Oh, that's a name. Yeah.
Starfinder, Deres de Absuli, Cartographer, Cassie Cato, Lamp.
No.
It's missing a lamp.
And it's L.A.M.P.
So cartographer Cassie.
Cassie Cato.
And what was the whole lamp thing, sorry?
L.A.M.P.
Maybe it's their day.
Life, assuming... I don't know.
Am I familiar with what lamp means?
You can give me a culture check, an engineering check, a computers check, or a life science check, maybe.
Would this be to check to recall knowledge about cybernetic augmented techniques, as well as corporations and other research facilities involved in the production of and experimentation with augmentations?
Oh.
Because if so, I get a bonus.
Yes.
Well, the DC is reduced.
Yes.
I'm also going to try
The DC is reduced by 5.
Yeah.
So
it's
well,
engineering check. If I do that. 15.
15. Lamp is the artificial liaison of machine personality. It's another AI that's a portable one.
So,
Can this AI talk to the
Can
other
I-
AI?
What were you asking?
Can this AI talk to the other AI, or knew where it was going?
Oh,
the,
say
just-
that.
Communications damaged. Long range communicator down.
Where lost location?
Yeah.
Here.
I'll relay everything as
Yeah.
being told.
What were you going to ask, Skelkin?
doesn't matter because Kaz relayed the info.
Yes, yes.
As awful as it is to say,
Mm-hmm.
do we want to go on board and
Double
pick
check.
up any rations?
Yes.
And also check for any signs of what may have transpired on the ship.
I mean, they were here to pick something up, so if we can go on board to know what it was that they were picking up and where they believed the thing was getting picked up from, then we can have an idea to then go and find them.
They might have more additional logs or something that we might be able to access.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve,
Hello.
do you know where the missing folk were going? Were they taken or did they leave voluntarily?
I do not know. I was shut down. Everybody was here. Everybody now dead or gone.
So when you awoke,
Trouble scanning. Sensor array damaged. Hull integrity fine. Shields damaged. And it just starts giving you a readout like it's systems that are and aren't working.
were you here?
If we got on board and
When you were shut down.
got the sensor working
Yes,
again,
That's exactly what I was going to ask.
then we can do a long-range scan of the area.
Skelkin just asked, and I'm going to assume it came through the pad.
Yeah.
Were you here, and I'm assuming on this planet, when you were shut down? And it responds yes.
Okay.
I have not moved.
So we're to assume that the two life forms that we saw were not the only ones that were here, at least when these guys were here.
Yeah. But also something has been intelligent enough to shut down the AI. The thing we just fought, I would not say that was be intelligent enough to shut down an AI, but maybe a higher version of it.
Well, the recent bodies.
Yeah, something.
There is a lot of bodies,
fought,
but it
yeah.
is something intelligent enough to understand what an AI is and to
Yeah.
shut it down.
You've got
but
very
more-
quiet.
Thinking things.
More recent. These bodies are more recent than what happened to our guys.
Are you sure?
We were still picking up a life form, weren't we?
Yeah,
On the ship.
Was it on the ship or was it on the
On
other
the
ship?
ship.
on the ship.
So
On
on
the
the
ship,
ship.
yeah.
Give me a
I-
pad.
Steve, what the
Steve.
fuck's on the ship?
Are you alone?
I do not know. I can't sense you, and my senses are down.
Okay.
Crew that I can visualise.
It is
Yeah.
possible someone is alive.
Can you fix the sensors from out here?
Would Kaz know that would I need to get inside to fix sensors as well?
Why don't you give me an engineering check, buddy?
I can do
Can
that.
I help with that?
Are you proficient in engineering?
Probably, almost definitely, because I am a xenoarchaeologist. That means nothing to anyone else, but it does to me.
I'm good with animals. I must be trained in engineering.
I'm proficient in engineering.
Good, perfect. You
Okay.
can aid, so it's a flat DC 10 check. So do a D20 roll plus your engineering. If you pass,
17.
17, yeah. So you're going to get a bonus to this. I'm going to double check what aid does.
I need to finish my list of who was missing.
I'll call it plus 2 while I find that rule.
That is a 20 then.
20. To an extent, yeah. There are relays external to the ship, and working with Steve, you could probably bypass certain things. He could do that on the inside. You could work for some sensors on the outside, and you could take an hour or two to, work out and try and fix the sensors. But it will take about an hour or two.
Okay. I will say that to people. I can get the sensors fixed in an hour or two. I project. It could be more, could be less, depending on when I actually see the damage inside. But
Fuck it, yeah.
Could
I'm
try-
happy to wait gun on the door.
yeah, I will ask Steve.
Yeah.
I'll say, if I can get the sensors working, do you think the sensors on this ship are capable of perhaps finding the crew?
Yes.
Okay.
It's worth it.
I can.
Do you want me to have a look over the hull, see if I can find any shields to try and repair while I'm at it?
I mean, if you can, sure.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on the sensors and try and get them working if that's what we're going to
Do
do.
we think that we shouldn't make this a fully functioning ship while there's some twat on it?
But if we get the sensors
Yeah,
up,
I'm
then
not going to
it's
fix the
something.
entire ship. I'm just doing the sensors.
But it's not an unfunctioning ship, it can.
Yeah,
It could still, if you powered it up, it could definitely
yeah.
fly.
It can do.
It's got no shields and its hull's intact though, and it's.
I would like to somewhat disable the flight
Okay.
if we are fixing the shields and everything else.
Yep.
I can.
That'd be an internal job to get into the engines.
I can do something if I'm in there. I can probably disable the engines temporarily.
Can Steve let us on board?
Steve. Well, I have control. I can just open doors. So
But do we want to open the doors before we know who or what's inside?
There's a life form.
We know there's one life form
Yeah.
in there. But
Unless an army of undead come out.
This is true. This is true. I personally, I feel that it's worth taking a little bit of extra time to know what we're up against, or have some idea.
do you think perhaps we should go to our ship, SS.Joan,
May she rest in peace.
do another scan and see if the life sign is still there?
Can we
can
contact Dave?
Dave to come pilot the ship over here.
Can we contact
Can
Dave?
Dave do that?
Dave can't go in the cockpit.
Can the toilet
Can we
pilot?
give him permission?
If you hacked into the system, you could bypass that.
What, him not being able to go in the cockpit?
You could fly the ship from where you are.
What's the range
Oh
of
my
hacking?
god.
You would have to get back to close ship. I mean, your ship is
power.
basically
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
Steph is currently sat. It's just
Okay.
I didn't want to put two
Yeah,
of them
yeah.
on the map.
Yeah.
Because you didn't say you went ass to ass.
Yeah, sod it. I'll just walk back to the ship then.
Yeah?
If it's
Okay.
only over here, I thought it was like.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said 120 feet, and that's about 120 feet.
I don't know, I'm not comfortable fixing the shields and fixing the sensors on this ship.
Well, no, I don't think we're going to
When
fix. We're just going to look at the
Sensors.
sensors, right?
Yeah,
when
but-
the life form on there could quite easily go off with any
But
evidence
that's
that
why
we
if
may
we
have.
just do the
Yeah.
sensors,
Yeah.
But
then
I need
it's-
to be internal,
yeah.
But it
right?
still can
Yes.
leave,
Yes.
even if the
So-
shields aren't fixed.
yeah.
But let's.
But that's a risk that we've got regardless.
Yeah,
So.
we'll have to go
But we could
inside,
just-
check that whatever this life sign is, and then go from there.
So
Yeah.
what we are saying is we go in. We don't want to fix the sensors because whatever's inside, if God forbid it can pilot, it can leave with all of our evidence.
At any point.
I mean,
While you're fixing them over the next couple of hours, it could just fuck off and go.
So we want to go in guns blazing.
so secure the ship,
Do
then
we-
fix sensors.
Yes. Well,
Because
when I say
have-
we, I mean Kaz and
I have to get in there anyway, and if we have to go in there anyway, we need to find
don't
whatever this
have
life
to.
sign. If I need, well, to fix the sensors, I do.
You don't.
I'm
No,
still.
sensors you can do from the outside with
Oh.
thing, but to get
Okay.
inside it to do the engines.
Gotcha.
If you want to
right,
disable.
okay.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. Right.
Well, I mean, if they were going to fly off and fix the engines, they might have done it by now.
Yeah, that is a good. Point.
But we've now put them in a position where we are outside, so their escape route is made easier.
I'm just coming back to this ship and I'm
Yeah.
going to
Let's scan for the life sign, and then we'll.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it's still there. Then
Dave's there cleaning up some sand that you guys let in, and you can scan away, and there is still a life sign on that ship.
Cool.
Okay. Has it moved?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
So we want to anchor this ship. Do we have like?
Could I?
For basically, I was going to say, for lack of a better term,
So-
a space clamp.
If someone were to try and turn it on,
You would be
as I'm in
making
the system,
contested
yeah,
checks.
I can try to stop if the engines turn on from out here. I can try and stop it, but it's not guaranteed.
But you'd be more likely to stop it from the inside.
Yeah, because I could probably unplug some wires and stuff like that. You know, I can do something temporarily, physically.
Do we have a space clamp? A space chain?
No.
Space anchor.
Space booty.
The part of me
Can
that's
we
now
park
tired
Joan on
wants
top of
to
this
just
ship?
Go in, so I think before we make any decisions, I would like to stop now.
Well, we are close to the end there, so I
Yeah.
kind of would like to, so I know what to prep.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I personally like to just go on board.
that's
Yeah.
what I want to
Yeah.
do, but I can't tell if that's just tired me, fed up of the shit.
No.
And then I will regret it next week when I die.
I mean,
instantly.
there's 4 of us and 1 of them. I mean, we did have struggle with just one of these, but like, well, 5 of us. Sorry.
Before we go any further, just because it's playing on my mind, the purple goo,
Yeah.
the ball.
You gotta get a stick.
I'm gonna get my in my cheeks and pull out my foldable golf club.
Oh no! You're not...
Can I just give it one of them like a gentle tap away from the
Is
ship?
there only one of them?
Can I give it a gentle tap away from the ship just to kind of see what happens to it? Nothing else?
Just, it's almost dried out. There's only still like a bit of movement. It just
Okay.
slops over.
Can I make a check to see about this ship?
God,
See if there's like other hatches
could
that we could
take
possibly
it.
enter from.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, you could either climb all over it, or you
get
could
a
then start
sample
going through the
jar.
computer and
I'll
asking
do
Steve.
through the computer thing.
Yeah, Steve.
Yeah, I'll just say,
take
Steve.
it.
Yeah, are there any other hatches that we
I
could
mean,
enter
we don't
through?
know what it is.
Yes.
but
There
if
might
it's
be
a
more
There is
stop
2 gunners
everything.
turrets and a emergency airlock
Okay.
on top of the ship.
We don't have to go through the main entrance if we want to be a little sneakier about it. Steve, is there any onboard inside guns?
I mean, the crew have guns.
Machine, like,
turrets,
yes, turrets.
Is there an escape?
not defense turrets. No,
Okay, fine.
no internal defenses is what
Okay.
they would say.
Cool.
Like I said,
It's one lifetime.
I'm not tactical right now.
Mhm.
I want to go and hit the blob as well.
Hit the blob.
I'm going to take a chance here where this might not do anything, but I have some sort of thing that allows me to
Heavy rain.
identify alien tech. So I'm going to assume or hope that it's not just a blob like we're all thinking.
Roll a d20 for me. I'm not going to tell you what to add.
Oh, that's 2, but the tray was wonky. Can I roll it again?
Was it wonky or was it flat?
No, it was on the thing.
It's not tech.
Can I retrieve a glass jar from Joan?
I mean, are the glass jars on there?
I don't know. Are there glass jars on there? I mean, we're here. We're here.
I think most of the things have been like metal cups and stuff like that. It's all very
Fine.
basic.
A
Do you want
metal
to read
cup.
it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to kind of
The bottom.
guide it in with my
Yes,
golf club?
I would
Yeah,
love
that's
you
fine.
to actually. So I want two metal cups and some tape.
And I'm
Yeah.
gonna
It's
lump it in.
it squeezes and you can get it in there. And can you
In.
guys roll me a d20, please?
Another in
D20.
tape
I bet
around.
it's going to fucking explode acid.
12.
It's a brain.
Cool.
Oh!
Well, it's in there.
Oh!
It's in there. I've taped it.
I think a bandage is in order.
Dinocheckers!
But it's not like humanoid or anything. And it's now you put 2 and 2 together. The one that's like missing its top half of its
And
head.
it's from these
It's
things.
great.
Think of the potential.
Exactly. So I'm going to label this with date, time, location, what we think it is, who's collected it.
What, Gerald's brain. Be naming it?
Yeah, fine. Gerald's brain. Gerald's brain is
Gerald's
going
T
back
swarm.
onto
The Joan.
the Joan.
Okay. Are you guys entering the ship?
Yes.
So we've got.
Where are you entering the ship?
I'm.
Up the butt!
Yeah.
Skynet.
I'm going to open
Here we go.
the rear ramp.
What was the other options that you
There
were?
were. We can go through
I think
the 2
at
gunner
this
turrets.
point-
We're just
or-
jumping on.
Yeah,
Or
we're just gonna
an
go.
emergency airlock.
We can't really go through the gunner turrets if we
We-
can't.
If we're getting
Climb
in,
on
we're
it,
getting
right.
up the butt.
Yeah. I've done the
Of
ramp.
steam and smoke. As and it opens and it. You okay?
I've just had a thought which I'm unhappy with.
Yeah?
This is why I didn't want to make this decision now because I'm not thinking.
Yeah?
I don't think I want to have our ship anywhere near fucking working turrets with an enemy on board.
I think it's too late.
I'm still hacked in.
The door is down
Okay.
and it looks dark on the inside.
Am I wired in?
No, it's like a wireless connection.
Okay, well, I can move about.
Yeah.
The Wi-Fi's really
I
quick.
mean,
I'll see how
do you turn the lights on?
Oh, wait, I feel I have a light or something.
as Caelix searches for a light.
Is this a
And you watch as like the outer lights, ting, ting, where the thrusters are, turn on.
Oh,
and
that
then
helps.
inside, what you see is a cargo bay that leads into a cargo bay and an engine room. And as the lights, in the very back in the corner, up against the wall like a grotesque spider, and a beast starts scuttling out towards
For
you.
fuck.
And that is
sake.
where we will end today's
Can I
session.
just try and understand our...
Oh.
Ew.
Oh no!
Can we
Ew.
actually, can
So
I
would it be-
actually have it just to like put in front of one of the cameras so that the cameras can see?
Our ship scan
what that is.
Why couldn't it get a more accurate location even though we were closer?
Because inside the ship is so localised for such big scanners, and there are actually other items that are designed to like check rooms and stuff like that. So like the scanners are good and they can check a planet and they can localise to an area, but not inside a ship. It's just like there is something on that ship, but we don't know where.
Oh my god, I think we have one of its brains.
We got one of its brains.
But that's where we're going to end today's session. As it scuttles out towards you.
Are they brains and not eyes?
They're brains.
There's
And,
lots of eyes on it as well, but those are brains.
Well, somebody's taken out one of Gerald's brains.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's where we're going to end today's
Well,
session.
I didn't like Calyx anyway. It's alright.
Thank you so much to everybody who has watched across what's hopefully 3 platforms, which is crazy to think that, I'll have to go check that we were on Kick and what kind of things were happening on there. YouTube and Twitch, which is awesome. Hey, you didn't die.
Wait. Yes.
Not yet. But you've made it to Able.
Oh, don't think we're going to make it off, Abel.
I'm starting to think that maybe Gerald couldn't have flown the ship.
Yeah, I think so.
It's funny because you were so worried about like that, and I was like, hey, do we want?
He doesn't have fingers.
I mean, hey, it's not a bad worry.
No.
But not applicable here.
Gerald.
Like your entire time, you're like, I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, but no, thank you so
That
much.
seems unlikely.
What's going to happen? Alright, okay.
For podcast listeners, it is a horrid-looking, bulbous blob
Spider
with like
baby.
crab-like legs and pincers. It's like got these pustules all over its back.
Brain pustules.
I think he looks rather jazzy.
And yeah,
It's a cool mini.
we are going to end it there. From Happy Piranha, local for any local game shop here in Truro. Shout out to them. Thank you so much, everybody on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. We'll be back next week, which will be our last session of the year.
Yes, it will.
Because Christmas.
Yeah, and although I was like, I want to play all over Christmas, and I was like, it's my birthday as well, and these guys were like, no, fuck you.
That's
So-
not what happened.
It's what we
No,
say
it's not happened
every birthday. Like, Christmas, is for us, but as soon as it's like, oh, it's my birthday, it's like, oh, shut up.
I love it.
That's how you treat your DMs, right? You gotta train them.
Oh, shut up.
Actually, it's Starfinder, it's a GM. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll be back next week for some more Starfinder, where these guys are going to face off against something that they shouldn't be facing off against at this level.
No.
Thank you so much.
Watch us make new characters in the new year.
May the dice gods be ever in your favour. Take it easy, guys.
Goodbye.